Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Scotty, for being up in here and the first people and that stuff. How are you doing? Me and Salty Demon are hopefully gonna get this little podcast thing going. So you're gonna see my camera look a little different in a minute, but we're gonna be in his Discord, talking some stuff and you know, opening it up. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the screen necessary for it. And we'll just start talking, see how things go and all that fun shit. Doing okay, just chilling. Hey, well, fucking, this is gonna be story time, so if you want to fucking talk, this would be the perfect day to do it. You know what I mean? Let me get a second. That's stuff for my wife said they said we're playing single today. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, how was your week, Scotty? Alright, I think we should be sharing chats and everything like that. So, let's get this thing on a roll. I'm looking at him, I'm watching him, he's watching me. Let's get this fucking shit show on the road, alright? So, I'm gonna unmute myself. I forget that I have this, that. Let's go. Alright, there we go. Do you hear me? I can hear you, right?
I can hear you.
Beautiful.
Can you see me?
Yo, I told you, man. I cheaped out that shit. I fucking went to I used my laptop's fucking Discord, so I made my life a little easier. And that shit.
See that?
Yeah. So I can switch to that shit. This Discord has its own little channel on that stuff.
Oh yeah, man. Look at this guy's got all kinds of fancy shit. I just threw mine together.
Well, that's all I'm saying is maybe if you have a tablet or something like that, you'll use the tablet to capture the tablet, you know what I'm talking about, or capture the phone.
Yeah.
That stuff, because that's what I'm pretty much doing. I can do the same thing with this little cord right here. You know what I'm talking about?
Fair enough.
But trial and errors, and like the fucking chat thing is, like, you know, the stream title is, and that stuff is, you know, we're just testing the waters, seeing how things go, conversation-wise. Speaking of how it's testing the waters, want to see how my fucking afternoon started? Or my late morning?
How'd that happen?
So, I start off talking to people, like you already know and stuff. I do my best to go by and check on everybody, to wish them, you know, have a happy stream, you know, how we'll give them a fucking conversation in their streams, right? So, what happened was, there's one person, they're playing NFL. They're playing the Cardinals versus Saints. And I see this dude wearing a red, wife beater, muscle shirt, whatever you want to call it, right? And I'm over here. I'm like, oh man, well fuck them Saints, right? I thought this motherfucker was a Cardinals fan. Alright. and then I saw like, oh fuck, because I just jumped in when they were doing like the timeout, and I guess he was like questioning a play that happened and that shit. But I assumed he was a Cardinals fucking fan, right? Or fussing the Saints fan because the color didn't match. I mean, I know Saints fans, motherfuckers wearing white and gold and all that crazy shit, right? So, anyways, he gets a booty hurt. I'm like, man, fuck them Saints. I'm like, alright, I'm just fucking kidding, right? He reads it because he's delayed or, he's not paying attention. He reads it. It's like, fuck them Saints. The fucking Saints are my team. I'm like, I was just fucking kidding. Like, dude, I'm just typing. I'm just filling the chat. I'm like, alright, cool. Let's change subjects. Alright? Because if we you wanted to get into a shit show, talking shit between a fucking two teams, alright? You pull out this motherfucker and show him that motherfucking bird, oh, there's gonna be shit talking all fucking day.
Man, I get plates on this. Look, man, I'm a goddamn Cowboys fan. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, that's how this fucking whole thing started, and that's it. Was
I can pull all my jerseys out too.
and
I'll start a fight because nobody likes the Cowboys, man.
Oh, not anymore. They used to be something, didn't they? And So I was like, all right, cool. Like, hey man, how do you think this season's gonna be? He's like, I think it'll be good. I'm like, yeah, fucking. The last 2 seasons haven't been good in my opinion. They've been wonky from the Cowboys tanking it and that stuff. No offense, order like that. It's like, dude.
Dude, they needed to, and they still didn't even. They couldn't even do that right.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, shit, that team, like, I think of your guys' coach over there with Dak Prescott, I think he's like, dude, I've never fucking had a son like this. You're now my son. I'm gonna protect you.
Oh God,
that's what I feel. I get that like fucking weird, like hostile vibes. I see two hurls in a person. Oh shit, my bad. Thank you. Yeah, let's for coming up through. I knew there's gonna be a difference.
see two holes in another person.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to. Yeah, beautiful. That's how you going? Yeah, it's me and Salty Demon. We're right now. Are we sharing chat? How the fuck do we share chat real quick?
I don't know, dude.
I'm
I'm looking at yours anyway. I got multi-stream up.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'll tell you what fucking anybody says in my shit. This thing's like fucking freaking the fuck out. It's like, I don't know which mic to use.
Hi Atlas, how you doing, man?
Alright, let's see. I got your chat up as well. Apparently there's a lot of Pokemon going out today. You get caught.
Dude, I mean that's the only thing that's going on.
But yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit of some things we want to get off the chest, off the mind. I'm really just right now just telling them.
Just chilling, man.
Yeah, just chilling, just settling in. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm just talking about how today he wants to do podcasts. Salty, what is your goal and your dream with doing the podcast that you're wanting to do as soon as Zero gets himself settled in? You guys are gonna work on doing the podcast.
Yeah, so my main thing is to help people as far as the gym, eating right, loving themselves, and just if people need help with as far as like meal plans, or they need a routine to go to the fucking gym and they're scared to because they're afraid of people they're gonna look at them and shit, I'm your guy. I'm gonna hook you up. And as far as that, dude, I'd like to touch mental health. I know everybody's got problems.
Well, yeah,
I just wanna give back, man. I want to be there for people. We need to do something and help each other through all these hard times. And
why does no one
just fucking
everybody brings up podcasts? Like everybody now is doing one today. Damn, is it podcast Sunday? Shit.
Podcast everybody.
Oh yeah.
Nah, man, I think it's good just to get out there and help people, man.
COD player, don't worry. I was late, bro. I was late.
Minecraft with my dumbass friend. That's nice.
You gotta love having the dumbass friends. So, anyways, I wanted to get back to the little story that kind of like got me in a mental fucking hussy, right? So, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. How do you think the thing's gonna go? The Cowboys. He reads the first thing. Says the Cowboys is like, this last 2 seasons they're kind of ass. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're agreeing. Fuck them Cowboys. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, like, they were like doing really good. I'm not having.
I'm gonna punch somebody.
I'm not in the conversation like where we are right now. So I'm typing, right, and I'm trying. This dude's like fired up, and I'm like, all right, cool. So fuck the Cowboys. All right, cool. But I was gonna mean and tell them like, hey man, but like a couple years ago, that shit, the Cowboys were hot fucking money, and that stuff.
Yeah, in the '90s.
Well, no. Remember when Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott and that shit were on it? That crap, they were just fucking.
Yeah, they had one good season, man.
Well, I mean, I count two. I count two, and then as soon as that, like, I'm not saying the greatest seasons, but I'm saying it was good enough that you could put your money and be like, I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna make my money back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at the Cowboys and that stuff. I looked at them, but like now that shit's like, dude, you guys are doing something wrong with you. I don't know. So, anyways, then I go sit there and said the Chiefs, fucking bombed their fucking their fourth Super Bowl attempt or whatever like that. Bombed it. And then he goes on a rant talking about fuck Patrick Mahomes. Man, this motherfucker ever watches this shit. I fucking hate you. You're stupid. You're a fucking liar. You're a phony, fraud, whatever. All the mean words, right? And I'm like, all right, dude, like, okay. I don't know where you're getting the fraud thing and that stuff. He's talking about refs were on his thing, and that's like the same thing with fucking Tom Brady and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, I mean, okay, well, Russell Wilson needs to leave too, and same with fucking Aaron Rodgers. Why are they still playing? I mean, I'm just trying to talk about how we can make the teams better, but you're over here saying like Patrick Mahomes is a shitty quarterback, and I'm like, Patrick Mahomes gets back in the fucking fight even with the fucking injury. It's one of the things I did not like about Patrick Mahomes, because I kind of got that Kobe Bryant mentality where
dude, I'm not a big fan of that dude at all.
Or like where they
I think
let somebody else play, right?
Yeah, but dude, I don't know, dude. It kind of brings me back to the whole Tom Brady thing with Patrick Mahomes, how they baby him.
Oh, what do you mean by baby?
With the like
Well,
referees, dude,
oh.
they get all the damn calls and shit. It's like, dude, let these motherfuckers play. He needs to be thrown around, especially if he's gonna talk shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's...
Dude, don't sit there and baby these fucking bums. They get paid millions of dollars, man. Let them fucking play.
Inflate balls. And so he was getting on his
I like hockey.
rant, right? I actually do not watch hockey and that stuff. I've been
Dude, you
meaning
should,
to,
because
and every time I watch it, it's always like not. I'm waiting for the fucking the MMA
Dude,
part of it.
dude, it's fucking amazing. It's the only sport that, I mean, realistically, that you can fight in, and it's okay.
Yeah, they give you fucking time to beat each other up. Was it?
Yeah, dude. You got
2
until that
minutes?
motherfucker hits the ice, man.
2 minutes,
no,
right?
No, they can beat the shit out of each other for a while.
Well, no, I mean,
As long as they don't touch the ice.
Well, I mean, like on the ice, it's 2 minutes, right? Or like 60 seconds to,
Yeah.
and then you got to break it up.
Yeah, dude, fuck that, man. It's just someone whacks the ice.
So he was on his tirade and that shit. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, like, yeah, I guess everybody has to hate the stars. He looks at the fucking thing like I'm looking at the thing. Like I'm looking at my hate the stars. Are you gonna get your facts straight? Like, you don't know shit. Like, he was like starting to personally attack me, and I'm like, dude, like, what? Like, everybody hates the stars because there's in me, if I was talking to him like person to person, voice to voice, or whatever like that, I'd be like, hey man, what I mean is, and that stuff is like, dude, like, everybody's gonna hate a quarterback, everybody's gonna hate a player and that stuff when they're doing good, and you know, especially when you start putting money in there, it makes it worse.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
he's like, it's like, and you're using the word hate. I hate when it be, like, and he backs up. He's like, I dislike it when people use the word hate. I'm trying to, like, just have a debate and a conversation about fucking football. And this dude is over here fucking backtracking, saying that I dislike hate, the word hate. But you just said, fuck you, Mahomes. I hate you. And if you watch this, I hope you know I fucking hate your guts. I'm like, dude, fucking, I don't give a shit. And that crap, and like, I was sitting there, I was like, well, you just were on a rant about fucking hating Patrick Mahomes. Like, I dislike Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, okay, well, Patrick Mahomes also has 3 rings. The Saints don't.
The guy sounds like he's bipolar, dude.
Bipolar? No, this is the reason why I want to bring it back to. You can say autistic, you can say bipolar, and this will be getting into the meats of this podcast test, right? This just chatting thing, and that, because he claims out autism. I honestly don't like it when people sit there and put a label on themselves right off the get-go. I don't trust doctors. It's like fucking. So let me finish the story. So then he goes and he starts threatening me, sitting there saying like, if you don't start coming up with facts and shit like that, and you're just gonna come up with your lies and that stuff, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you right now. You say Patrick Mahomes one more time, just the word Patrick Mahomes. So I said Mahomes and that crap. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, dude, like, you wanna fucking start getting all this testy ass shit, right? So I'm like, well, Mahomes has 3 rings. That shit. He's like, Mahomes didn't deserve them. It was all his fucking coach and that stuff. And I'm like, okay, but not his coach isn't the reason why he wins and that stuff. It's usually the quarterback. And he says, there you go again, saying some fake ass shit. My dad does this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, but it's like at a job, right? If you're the CEO, you tell your manager to tell your lead to lead the team to complete the job. So a lot of things rely heavily on the lead because the manager is usually not going to go down to each fucking individual. They're expecting the leader of the team to complete the job.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, you can tell Patrick Mahomes, hey, I need this play done. Stick to it, get it done. If no one respects Patrick Mahomes, and the example I brought up is like, well, you talk about like welcome back up here. If you don't have respect, then you get the Russell Wilson treatment when he was at the Broncos. When he got
right. Oh, good.
And so, and when I was trying to type quick enough, and he's like, you can't spell coach? Okay, well, let's fix your grammar real quick. It's coach, not couch. And I'm like, bitch, I'm on my fucking phone wasting my time being a viewer to your one nobody ass. Like, I'm just over here trying to have a conversation with you. And that shit just like ticked me off, right? I don't care about viewer count, but I start getting petty when it's like, you wonder why no one's watching you. You have a fucking attitude problem, right?
You got a nasty attitude.
Yeah. And I'm like, over here, I'm like, okay, well, Russell Wilson disrespected his team, and his team showed him, hey, you don't think we can fucking block you? Cool. You're going to get sacked every fucking play. And what happened? What, it was like 3-4 fucking preseason games into it, after he made those stupid after he made that comment, like, yeah, we're going to have to change up fucking defense around here because I'm not getting offense because I'm not getting the defense I'm needed. And that shit. And what happened? They're like, go for it. You think you're the person? Bam! Bam! Just getting snapped. You know, just getting. I'm like, dude, they are just. I don't know if there's a hate crime or what, but Russell Wilson's just getting. I'm like, you probably seen it where that fucking motherfuckers are like this, right? What do? Set. Fuck Wilson! And then like move off to the left, leave Wilson like straight fucking open to get fucking sacked by two big old dudes and shit.
It's like some shit out of a movie, man.
Yeah. Or like fucking
like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fucking shit, fuck him.
Yeah, so that whole thing and that shit, and then you're like, they fucking misinformed, you're stupid and that shit. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm fucking. He's like, you can just get out of this chat. And I'm like, all right, peace. I'll fucking unfollow that dude. I knew that motherfucker unfollowed me real quick and that shit. But right at that fucking point. Yeah, right at that fucking point. And this is where a lot of things flood back in. I want to hurt people.
I want to hurt people.
Like,
I woke up and chose violence.
There was a time, like, before drinking alcohol and all that shit, bullies and people with fucking attitudes, I was raised a certain way. You talk shit, you start beating up on people or trying to, bully people and that stuff. I'm a big boy now. I was a big boy then. I'm talking about, I made Husky look good. Let's say that, right?
Husky.
Yeah, Husky.
I was pleasantly plump.
I wasn't like this, but I still had my chin.
Get the dad bod.
Yeah, I got the dad bod now. Speaking of the dad bod, hey Nala, welcome.
There you go, man. I mean, that's the new thing. 6 packs out, man. I'm just wasting my time.
I just need to be able to see my dick, right? That's all I need. I need to see it.
As long as someone sees it for you, that's all that matters.
Not having to go, fuck my neck. I didn't get no text message.
I know, because I didn't have time.
Thank you. Alright, give it a second. We just got Dairy Queen on the spot.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I told you I had to get it in a cup.
Oh, no, this is chocolate.
It is chocolate dip.
It's chocolate?
Yes, it's chocolate.
It looks like chocolate.
Oh, it's fine.
What was it supposed to be?
Chocolate dipped in chocolate. Chocolate ice cream dipped in chocolate. When I start the fucking podcast, that's a prime example in that stuff. Like people getting frustrated and that crap. You know, like that fucking energy I'm receiving right there, and that stuff. Just, I'm fucking married. I joke about it. That stuff. Like I've never. Let's be straight up honest. I've never heard the word divorce so much in my life until I fucking got married. I'm not. I didn't even fucking say it. And
Before?
I'm like me personally. That stuff. I've always been like, hey man, I'm married and that shit. That's it. If I get divorced, that's it. I'm done. I ain't playing fucking, fucking hit the lotto with me. Fuck no. It's like this shit. It's like, why are you giving me attitude? It's like, okay, cool. Like, didn't text me. Anything. Got my phone right here. I got shit that crap, and I'm getting attitude. Like, why didn't you help me? I didn't fucking know, but you handled it. But, anyways, back to some fucking shit.
Hey, back. That's why I'm probably divorced.
Biting your tongue is probably why you're fucking divorced. I'm not gonna lie. Getting the death stare. You know what I'm talking about? Where we're like, what's wrong with you?
I
Nothing.
could have been a better husband. No, I'm just playing. I really could have been a better one.
You get the cards dealt with you, right? So getting back to the conversation of like, where people go and they claim all this, that. Like I got autism. I've got bipolar. Okay. I was also told by the doctor I'm depressed. No fucking shit. Give me like some fucking limelight to the life that we all live, that you're not gonna. No, somebody's not gonna be depressed.
Dude, everybody's depressed. It's like 95% of the population is depressed. I wake up depressed.
Yeah, and I just don't. This is just my feeling on my take and everything. This reason why we're having a conversation. We're not gonna be spitting facts, just opinions, and like I said, testing the waters, right? But like with depression, let's go with that. That's probably the easiest thing that everybody wants to slap on them, going like, I've been diagnosed depressed. Okay. Why do you advertise it? Why do you sit there and you put that on your fucking shirt, on your fucking forehead, on your fucking Instagram, your TikTok, or like that, like as a badge of honor or as an excuse for most things that you do? And like you've had some hard things happen in the recent years, but you don't wear the badge of being depressed. I mean, you just say, fuck, I'm depressed, I'm sad. It's what it is. It's being sad.
It is what it is.
But you don't, but like for you and that stuff, you don't, oh, well, I'm depressed, but I go to the gym and do this, but I'm depressed. It's like, oh, I'm just, I went to the gym. I went to the gym. That's it. It's not like, it's like, I woke up today. I had some things to do. And it's just one of those things is very weird for me, and that's that people put those labels on. And I don't know how it is for you with people maybe in your circle or people that you've interacted with that have that labeling mechanic with them, I guess you could say.
Dude, I think it's a mindset more than anything. It's not even that they label themselves. It's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like built into them. They just drove that shit into their head. It's like a mindset, man. It's like my mindset's different. Like, hey, I'm going to get up and get all my shit done. I don't give a fuck what's the matter with me, and I'm just going to push through it. Well, some people don't have that.
What do you think?
I think it just comes down to a mindset, man. It's what you want out of your life.
But a mindset can be changed, correct?
Exactly.
Because I remember working at Macy's, right? Is that I had a big old black manager, right? He was in the army and that shit. He was like,
his name Bubba?
No, I don't think his name was Bubba. That motherfucker looked like that European actor and that stuff, the one that does the lion movie and that shit, where he's in Africa fighting out the lions.
Dude, Madagascar, man?
No, not Madagascar. It's that other movie. He usually plays like a detective. He was supposed to be the next James Bond. I forget what that dude's name is. And I'm terrible at fucking names, but I'll look it up real quick, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
But so what I was getting to the point was is that he came to me one day. He supervised. He's like the manager for the loading area, right? For load side.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes to me. He asks me, "Hey, I got a quick question for you." I'm like, "What's up, boss? Do you think common sense, you're born with it, or it can be taught?" And I'm like, I think common sense is a born kind of thing, because you have the common sense already not to fucking go, and if you hear a lion or a fucking tiger or a bear creeping, to cry. You know what I mean? Common sense is shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Common sense is not to go fucking steal and that shit. You know, common sense, right? And he like looks at me and he's like, I think the same thing. I think I got fucked with this new batch of new hires. Because I don't think they got common sense and I can't teach them. But
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah, so it's just one of those weird little fucking things that comes around and that shit. And it's like people think that they're born with, depression and shit like that. And I think I was trying to talk to you about it too. Was I was watching Joe Rogan short and that stuff, and he was talking to a professor, I believe. And one of the things is, hopefully I can pull it up maybe in a little bit. But he was talking about ADHD. He's like, "What's your thoughts on it?" He's like, "It's not a disease."
Dude, I saw that shit. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It was the older Asian gentleman, right?
Yeah, he says it's not a disease.
And it's a mindset.
Fucking weird.
Yeah,
it's a mindset, dude. It's something you drill into your head every day.
Because, do you remember like most of it, or?
Well, I saw. It's been a little bit, but yeah, I mean.
So what he goes as evidence to say that it's not a disease is that when you as a child and that stuff are raised, and that you get numb to certain things, you have a fight or flight mechanic. And he asked Joe Rogan, "What is your fight or flight in this scenario? What would you do?" Well, I'd go to the gym and just burn that energy out. Okay. Well, what if you couldn't? You couldn't do nothing. Then I would probably try to do something else. And that's how the mind, is kind of working and coping. It's a coping mechanism to deal with stress, depression, anxiety and everything like that. So, and what he's trying to get to the point of is that ADHD is not a disease because it's just a coping mechanism. You've been so long. Say you're part of a home that has mommy and daddy yelling at each other, or like me, I come from a family of divorce, so I got from one side, my mom's telling me how of an asshole my dad is, and my mom's sitting there telling me that my mom's fucking crazy and that shit.
Vice versa, man. Shit's crazy.
So that's what you grow up to, and then when you hit the real world and you deal with certain stress, and what's your mechanism to cope with it? You didn't cope with it back in the day properly.
Nope.
You just sat there and just let it happen and did nothing. And then you get back into being an adult and that stuff. You don't know how to handle these situations. Like me, I'm over there wanting to lash out and be, because in me personally, it would make me feel good if I fucking sit there and had somebody disrespect me and that shit. And oh bro, you do a lot of talking and shit like that. You want to fucking see if your hands got some can do the talking for you and shit like that. Like, I don't want to be a mean individual anymore and that stuff. It doesn't pay off. All it does is make it makes shit awkward. You go hang out with friends and find out your friends happen to be friends with the person you just fucked up. Then they want to sit there and say, "Hey, your homie there, he's a fucked up motherfucker. He's over there trying to start fights and shit like that. He's disrespecting the homie. It's the he said, she said bullshit." And it causes drama. So violence is not the answer.
Never is.
And it's like today and that shit. It's like going to the gym. What does the gym do
Go to
for
the
you?
gym. Work it. Dude. It helps you out with a lot of shit. Keeps me from killing people.
So-
Keeps me going in the right
Mhm.
direction. So
And so, like, when you go to the gym, like, I'm salty. I'm walking to the gym, the doors go, whoosh. I don't know if your gym has that or if it's push doors, then fuck, dude, that's a
I
little
gotta do
extra.
It's just push doors, man.
Fuck.
Nothing special.
Damn, I got the
I like
ones
the
that go,
shh thing.
yeah,
The only time it goes shh when someone opens a door for you, and it don't happen very often.
But, so, like, go through a day of, like, you know, how you go to the gym and what goes through your mind, your processing and stuff like that.
So, why I love the gym is throughout the day, you're working, you're going through fucking shit. People, shit's not adding up. Shit's just a long day. And as far as mindset goes, dude, I mean, I go because I got a lot of demons. I do got a lot of demons. I've battled a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of stuff in the last few years. And it helps me keep stuff at bay. So if I don't go to the gym, my day gets progressively worse. So I go to the gym, I stay there for a few hours, I work out my body until I feel like I feel good. Like my body, when I leave there, it's hurting. Like I let everything out that day, and it's just makes me feel better about the rest of my day. When I go home and I cook, I meal prep. There's I count all the food I eat in a day. I gotta add up all your all your macros and everything. You add them up every day. It's just, hey Deb, how's it going? It's just a process, and I like it. It keeps me pushing forward even through hard times. So that's pretty much it, really.
Oh, it's that good
I
old
enjoy-
Marine Corps saying,
Dude,
right?
it
No
just-
pain, no
it
game,
just-
or what is it?
That's, dude. I go there and my
What is
body
it?
ain't hurting. I'm going back in there 6 more hours and tearing that
Okay.
shit up.
But what is it? What is the Marine Corps thing and that stuff? Is like, you know, if you're not bleeding, then it's not, you know, earning or something like that. Or is it no sweat, no pain, no gain, right?
No pain, no gain, man.
So,
But,
so
I mean,
what do you do? Like, what do you do? How do you, with your, like, say somebody came by and that stuff and just want to listen, didn't want to, you know, ask, they just wanted to listen. What do you do at the start of the gym when you enter in? You're like, yo, big dick on campus, how y'all doing? And that shit, you know, shaking the belly at them and stuff like that. You know, giving them the main call saying you're here to fuck. And you know, what do you do at the gym? Like, is there a routine that you do? And what is it?
as
Like-
far as people,
No,
Or-
no, 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 no. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about.
dude, I go in there and lift fucking weights, dude. So if you're talking about my process and how I do it, I start with my arms. I tear that shit up.
Give me a show. Show us what the hell you do.
Oh, don't go give you a goddamn show, man. What is this fucking?
We got cameras off for a reason. See, look at that. But like, show us like exactly what you're doing. Maybe that's something that, you know, like for me personally and that stuff. Like
I'm
doing
gonna have
curls
to
is
videotape
cool.
it, man. Yeah.
Curls are awesome and that shit. But like putting that fucking weight behind your back and, you know, lifting it up and, you know.
Oh, speaking about that shit, dude, I was fucking around the other day. I'm like, oh, my goal, ever since I've been going to the gym,
Mhm.
is to be, you know, so I can do 120-pound dumbbells on each
Yeah.
arm, doing that shit. I actually did it the other day. Super fucking impressed with myself. I probably won't do it again for a while, and it was probably just a thing because it took me a little bit, but I got that motherfucker up, and I was proud of myself. But the fact of the matter is, I still got a lot of work to do. Good news is, I got it up, so go me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So
But
continue.
go for it, bud. No, you
Uh,
fucking go.
So I mean, but like, what would be one thing is that, you know, some people and that stuff. Like, I've gone to the gym a couple times. I saw this fucking homeless looking dude, man. This dude was like doing cartwheels, shit like, oh shit. Mama, move your tell, mama. was doing like cartwheels. Like this dude was, you talking about fighting your own demons? This motherfucker was fighting something, bro. This dude was like rolling on the ground, like fucking doing all this crazy ass shit. I'm like, one, this dude's like fucking 86 years old, rolling on the ground.
Dude, getting it.
Yeah, and that crap. This dude's overdoing like fucking handstands. This dude did some G and that crap, man. That motherfucker like.
Speaking about that shit, dude, I was there earlier and watching the dude. I was talking to this old dude. I think he was 93. I think he said.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waiting for him to get done with the leg press. So he was doing leg curls and everything else. So I'm like, I'll wait, dude. I got on that goddamn machine because he didn't move the weight. This motherfucker's doing 450 pounds with his fucking legs, dude. He was curling 450 pounds at 93 years old, dude. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, I don't even like legs. I got on that shit, dude, and I'm like, ugh. Dude, that fucking dude did that shit. I'm fucking impressed, dude. I looked at him, I'm like, you did that? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, I could do more than that. And I'm like, this is just my easy day. I'm like, good for you, bud. I sure in the fuck ain't doing that shit. I don't like legs that much to be waddling out of there.
Yeah, so that's just what the crazy stuff is that that's what I was just trying to figure out. Like when I go to the gym, when I used to, I fucking apparently I'm one of those people. I'm doing my part by not going to the gym, but financially supporting my local gym with my fucking my monthly fucking withdrawal of that shit. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna go to the gym and that crap. But it's like one, the fucking time and shit like that.
Just do it, man.
So this is one thing that's kind of like weird when I go to the gym, right? Eye contact. I don't like my eye contact.
No, I can't say I've never had that problem, dude. There's people that look at you. I mean, everybody in there is judging somebody at some point.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes. But the one I go to,
Mm-hmm.
you have certain types of people. So you got the people that are sitting there wishing that they were you, and then you got other people that are bigger than you, and they're looking at you like or you just got these fucking people that, a lot of them are cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it just comes down to their personality. I walk in there and I talk to everybody, but I'm to myself. I'm minding my business. You come over and talk to me, cool. But I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm over there getting my fucking work in, and I'm by myself. I don't have 12 homies behind me fucking holding my dick. It's just not gonna happen. Dude, I see those fucking 12-year-old, fucking 15, 16. They're doing like a little bit of weight, and they're not. You can tell that they're not there for themselves. They're just there to look good, and then try to pull girls at. It's like, bro, man. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What fucking girl wants to get with someone that's gonna sit there and skim by and can't even do the work, dude? You sitting there doing 20 pounds of weight, dude, and you acting like you're doing 100. There's something wrong.
Hey man, it's the form, creating good form.
Dude, they ain't got no goddamn form because they don't try.
And
then you try to go help them, and then they're like, oh, I knew that. I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't, because your arms wouldn't be shaking like this, man. Like, fucking do it right if you're gonna do it, because you're gonna end up with fucking injuries, and you're gonna be a 90-year-old fucking man, and you ain't got no arms and legs.
Oh, there you go. That shit.
Just fucking
like for me, I'm gonna let you know. Right? Sometimes there be some women. I might be married to that shit. I'm over there. Dude, that's another workout in that crap. I'm over there, fucking on this one machine and that crap. It's like they call it like the flight of workout or something like that. And
yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stations, right? And all of them have like a routine for you to do and that stuff. Which is nice, okay? Because I don't want to go to some fucking machine that looks like some medieval fucking torture device and shit like that and going like...
Oh, come on. It's good for you.
No, it's not, because you know why? Have you seen Kevin Hart, fucking where he talked about where he went to the gym and he's over there like, all right, cool. He's on this bench.
And
he's doing
Kevin
these
Hart's
curls.
like 49, dude.
He's doing these fucking curls, right? He's like, yeah. And this dude comes up beside him like, yeah, get another one. Good for him, right? And he's like, yeah, he gets all hyped up, gets off the fucking bench, and walks off the side of that shit, gets a towel, looks at watches him. He's like, he's about to, give him some moral support. You know what I'm talking about? And the dude goes and lays down, puts his fucking ass where Kevin Hart's head was, and starts doing leg works. And he's like, "Is that why my face is burning?" I thought it was because I was sweating. I've been having everybody's fucking ass sweat on my fucking face. You know what I mean?
Dude, the common sense is you gotta. I mean, they even got pictures on the machines.
No. Some of them do. Some of them
Dude, I'm
do.
just saying the one I go to, they they would give. Dude, they even got a thing on there where you can scan it with your phone and it shows you a video.
Damn, they do. Well, I mean, like, okay, so
Yeah.
some equipment I've seen that happen, but there's some that
Dude,
like
Every
no
fucking
one-
thing I've
well,
done.
well, it's because the only thing is that the EOS that I go to, right? There's some equipment that with the pictures, everybody's doing it. They're like, "Yay, I'm doing the fucking arm things. Oh, I'm doing the fucking Kegel squats or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right?"
Eagle.
And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm over there waiting, and I don't want to stand and be like looking at a motherfucker like, "You done yet?" You know what I mean? I won't be that dude. And that shit, and like especially like when it comes to the women there and that shit, I don't want to be just like, good form. Like, no, I'm not gonna be like that. Yeah.
That's
But
fucking
so
awesome, man.
what happens is I go to the other machines, and then I look at it, and I got a string that goes there to there to there, and I'm like, are we fucking building tiny homes in this bitch? Like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm looking at the weight, and I'm like, why is it 20 pounds? And I'm trying to see how I can get the machine to fucking work. Like, it's some of those machines. Some of them, I'll take a picture one time of that shit, and I'll show you the machine. You can tell me.
Dude, you
that-
can do it.
I
That's
said-
the way you need to learn how to do it.
Don't be fucking sitting there lying to me, telling me like, oh yeah, you're supposed to put your face right there, and then I've been just sitting there
No,
sniffing
God,
everybody's
no,
crotch. Like, you seen that
See,
that video, right, where that chicks,
yeah.
some of the chicks are over there rubbing like the fucking
Oh, dude, on the post, dude,
Yeah.
they actually do that shit, dude. But
And the dude's
see,
like-
the dude's like sniffing that shit, dude, and it smells like swordfish, dude.
yeah.
No, but see, like the gym I go to, dude, they got wipes that everybody wipes it down, so you ain't got to worry about spreading or stinking or
Yeah, well that's
putting your face in places.
that's a COVID thing, ain't it? Because of COVID.
No, I'm guessing so, man. Because I mean, but even then, dude, like they sterilize everything, and then I do it when I'm done with everything. I'll wipe it down for the next person, just because I'm.
Yeah, well,
Nice
you
like
also
that.
yeah, well, you don't want to be that guy like, damn, bro, did you come out swimming? Because you're just on the.
Dude,
What up, Agent Venom? How you doing, my brother? Congratulations on winning
but
the
I'm,
giveaway.
I'm
yesterday.
also that motherfucker that don't like BO, dude, and I'll tell you, you stink if you stink.
Thank you. I'm glad, because.
Dude, I cannot stand BO, dude. It makes me sick. Like, bro, I got a speed stick in my bag in the fucking locker room, bud. Go rub it on your body.
Doing good, pretty good, Agent Venom and that stuff. I'm here with Salty Demon. We're 86. You can find him on Twitch. I put his link pinned on the chat. We're just doing this to test out the waters a little bit with podcasting because we're waiting for his friend Zero to get settled into his home, and then he can work on the official podcast layout and stuff like that. Versus probably
Absolutely.
our Jimmy rigged fucking Discord video call.
Hey, man, it looks pretty cool, man. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I said I was like, thank goodness. I was like, dude, just stick to this since we know what Discord is, and anybody in the chat that anybody can just join in if they want to. They have 2 cents to say.
Right?
Oh, but yeah, Agent Venom won yesterday's giveaway and that stuff. So congratulations to him on his $15 Twitch card.
Oh shit, let's go. Don't spend it all in one place.
He's like, yeah, spend it on my channel. No.
No. Spend it
But-
on somebody.
Yeah, so getting back to it and that stuff, because I'd go into the gym and that shit, and I'm used to people. I don't know about you, and that some people I've gotten like plenty of fucking comments just because some of the how I present myself. They're like, hey, dude, thank you for your service. I'm like, I never served. What are you talking about? And that stuff is like, oh, I thought you did. The fuck made you think that I was part of the service? Like, I don't even got a fucking tattoo, bro. Like, yo, but I guess it's just like, my chest is, puffed up and that stuff. My posture's pretty, pretty,
How you carry yourself?
yeah. I've been told that a lot. That's
The
how I carry myself.
mentality, man.
Yeah, the Giga Chad kind of shit, right? No. But yeah, but I'm also, I don't know if you're like this, Venom. You can comment to anybody in Salty's chat. Do you go to the store and are you frantically looking around? Like, I'm not saying like fucking crackhead style, like you're like like fucking, pigeons in Debo's coop, but I'm talking about like your eyes, you kind of stop forgetting that you're there to shop and you're going like just scanning the room and that stuff, seeing who's at the fucking front door and checking people's waists and shit like that. Like, now
strategically planning.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just don't trust people nowadays. I never trusted people back then too and that shit. Especially meeting somebody that you don't like, that you had, like I was talking about the fighting thing. You'd be very surprised what happens even in Phoenix, that shit. That you go to a Walmart, you go to a bar, and you fuck. I'm like, shit, yep, I know that motherfucker. Hopefully he doesn't come my way. Fuck. Oh, shit. He got his boys and I came here to have a good time. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
Good time.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about?
Good.
Last time,
Yeah.
especially where I've had guns and knives pulled out on me and shit like that, people go like, hey, fool, you want some, bro? I'm like, you better fucking hope I don't reach my fucking car, because I cock that shit back, I'm popping fucking rounds down range, and if I hit you, I hit you. Like, I fucking hated that shit.
It's a win.
Yeah, fucking, nah, it's like, I had that stupid ass mentality back in the day of the God complex. I used to let people fucking throw the first punch, do whatever they want, the first fucking thing, first move you got is yours. After that, I will tell people it's a fucking rodeo. And that shit,
it's kind of like going back to the whole gym thing, dude. So I work out with a dude. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's kind of slower than your average person. And anyway, a guy came in there, he was doing, the Smith machine, which is, your bench pressing and all that, right? So the guy wasn't done. He left and used the bathroom, and he left his stuff there. And the guy tried to take over the fucking machine. When he was gone, he's like, why didn't you pick all your shit up? Why are you such a fucking retard? I'm like, and I'm just sitting here. I have my headphones on. I can hear him. I can see him yelling, but I can't hear him.
Yeah.
And so he going on. I finished what I was doing, and he's still going off at him. And then he starts grabbing him. I'm like, dude. So I took my headphones off, and I went over there. And I'm like, what's your fucking problem? I'm like, why are you touching the man? Oh, he's a fucking retard and this. And I'm like, dude, for one, this ain't how it's gonna go. Like, point blank. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, what are you gonna do about it? He's like, what are you gonna do? Dude, I literally almost grabbed this dude, and the guy that was working out next to me over there, he's just kind of like stuck his hand in front of me, dude. I'm like, I'm about to smash this fucking dude. He's like, I got you, bro. And he's like, so we grabbed this fucking dude, took him all the way to the front door, and that was it, dude. Then he comes back, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days later. He brought two of his buddies with him, okay? Mm-hmm. Tried to do the same shit to somebody else. And me and the other dude that did it last time, and there was a bunch more, because they were going to start a fucking fight. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this. I'm like, I'm really going to beat the shit out of you now. But he's like, I got you, bro. And then there's a couple other ones that did it too. And it's like, bro, I don't want to be like that. I come to the fucking gym to work out and have a good time and fucking handle my shit. And you got these fucking assholes coming in there picking on people. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck how big you are. I'll still beat the shit out of you.
Testosterone and that shit's been kicking too long.
Dude, it's not even that, bro. Just show some fucking respect.
Ego. But thank you, boss.
Show some fucking respect.
Expect.
Show some respect, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you for coming on through and that stuff. Make sure and that stuff you go and show Salty Demon some love as well. We did do the share chat thing today and that stuff.
I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, we gotta fucking figure out a lot of things and that stuff. But one of the things is that you know, Salty wants to later on this year get a podcast going to talk about doing maybe pushing you or inviting you to the gym life and that stuff and having some fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see
To
that.
deal to deal with to deal with personal demons and shit like that. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about, like demons, and like I don't mean to try to like. There's a lot of people that have problems, right? And they bring up, I'm bipolar, I'm this, I'm that, and I try not to get to the religious part of it because, so when I was in prison, right? There's a saying that goes and that stuff that in prison, that's where you can hear God, right? And I honestly actually believe it, right? You'd be very surprised in that stuff because the reason why they say that is because when you're in prison, you have nothing else but time to wait, to sit, and to listen. Versus when you're out, going to the gym, doing this, that, you're distracted. You ask for help, you ask for, guidance, you're asking for all this thing from, the man upstairs. Let's go with the man upstairs, okay? I mean, we can go from Allah or whoever, Buddha, whatever. You're asking for guidance and stuff.
God,
like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So depends who you pray to.
Yeah. And the one thing is that stuff is a lot of people don't, take that into consideration. That stuff. I'm not saying there's always gonna be demons or like that, but there's some fucking things and that shit that make you want to do stupid ass shit. Knowing it's wrong. Like we're just talking about being the violent part and that stuff. I don't want to be a violent person. It will feel good. I bet it would feel good for you. If somebody disrespected you, your first instinct was to go, boom, motherfucker, like, start treating it like you just heard the bell at a boxing ring and shit like that, and you're like, what? Bam! You know what I'm talking about?
It takes a lot of restraint, dude. I'm telling you. People don't understand.
And that's where I get.
It takes a lot to hold yourself back in those situations.
Yeah, and it's just like one of those things that, like, lashing out, especially like it could be fucking the small things of like like today and that shit. So like the ice cream and all that fun stuff. I'm getting this attitude and that stuff, and I talk to her. I'll make amends about it, stuff like that. And I'll try to explain without sounding too much like a bitch and that crap. But it's
You are a bitch, yeah.
You can sit on that, motherfucker. You want two of them of that shit side by side? But anyways, so what I was going for and that stuff was, like, dude, like, there'll be sometimes in that shit, like, especially if I'm in pain, there's the fight and flight fucking scenario comes in. There's people at my job and that shit. I told some people about it, about the story that come to the stream that heard about the story, but I was in pain, bro. Saturday they took me for a Saturday. Thank you for the alert, brother. They took me for a Saturday, and they put me in a trailer. I went to go originally help out in the wall where you load the trailers, not the trucks, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm told to get the easy doors because I'm there to help out, right? Let the people that do this on a regular basis do their job, right? So, anyways, the regular guys that are over there, one of them goes and tells me, I'm like, hey, he's like, are you just gonna sit there, or is this your shift? Are you just gonna sit there, or are you here to help? And I'm like, well, I was told by my boss Daniel and that stuff to come over here and take over trucks, the door 328 or something like that, right? And he's like, well, no, we got somebody to handle that and that stuff. You can go start taking yourself to 138 was the truck. I got sent, and they put me into 198, right? Not letting me know anything about the truck. It was an Amazon bulk truck, pretty much. All the shit that got returned gets packaged into bolts. It's all the heavy shit, all the shit that you didn't fucking want. It was going to that trailer to go to an Amazon facility, right? And
Fuck.
I'm in that fucking trailer, and they got the old school fucking roller system. They don't have the nice little like metal hydraulic fucking lift thing and whatever like that to help you load a trailer. They have the old school fucking roller setup. And I'm getting slammed. These boxes, like I said, these are returns, so they're fucked up. They have fucking saran wrap tape on them and that shit.
Holes in them.
Yeah, holes. Like there was like tools, dude. I was like, dude, like, oh, please tell me it's drugs because I need some. And they're like, nope, it's just tools. Those are Milwaukee's, bro. I'm about to fucking jack. You know what I mean? We'll fucking go find some fucking drugs, right? And so, anyways, I'm getting fucking slammed. I'm getting pissed off that somebody came to me with that attitude and that shit. Like, dude, you're not my boss, okay? And you're delegating shit. And then when I'm in this fucking truck, you have 2 to 3 people over there just pushing the boxes. And I'm the one loading. I'm fucking, at the time, I was 32 years old. Today I'm 33. Yay. Happy birthday to me. Right? Anyways.
Yay.
Yeah, happy birthday yesterday to me. All right. So anyways.
Spare fingers, man.
Yeah. Fucking lost mine. Lost this one. Anyways. So I'm getting fucking body slammed and that shit. You know, I'm like, fuck. And I'm in a competition because in my mind, I'm going like, man, I'm getting old. I'm hurting. I want to punch somebody. It made me fucking feel better. Like that fucking told me to get in this fucking truck and has 3 people pushing boxes for me. I don't need somebody pushing. I need some fucking help. like I'm over there trying to push this stupid ass old school roller system. And I'm like, get the fuck up there. There's a package that dropped on the side. They, like I said, they're just pushing on the floor, so the package stuck behind the wheel. I'm like, fucking shit. Boom! Like, they're like, hey, bro, watch out! They got cameras here. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They come down here and come and fire me. I'll fuck them up. You know what I mean? Like, I was pissed, bro. And that shit, and oh man, it was a fucking. So, anyways, that shit. I sit there. I told that fucking supervisor, like, you do that shit to me one more fucking time, I'm gonna fucking check your fucking crew. You might not have a fucking crew, and that's probably why, because there was no fucking teamwork. And that shit, they cared about a stupid light instead of the fucking help me load this bitch. And then on top of it, I was trained from fucking FedEx to pack the fucking truck up, right? To maximize volume in the fucking trailer, right? I get into another trailer. These people just went like head height, like 6'5", 7 feet. I'm packing this bitch up 9 fucking feet. And then I get in the trailer, they're like, well, we're gonna wait for the yard switcher.
Directing traffic.
Yeah, like, dude, I get my workout. I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck this return, right? Yeah, send it. That's all I'm just doing. And there's from that, just the interaction started off with that shit being, like, are you just gonna sit there? Like, first of all, you don't even know who the fuck I am, and you got this, like, fucking chip on your shoulder. Like, that's not how you talk to people. Like me, and that stuff. Like, hey man, how you doing? Hey, you work on this shit and that stuff? Oh, okay, all right. Hey, did anybody send you come over to help out? Hey, do you mind helping me out, bro? Yo, we got it's gonna be a packed up trailer. This usually gets hit hard, and that, that's how I've gotten to interact with people. And it's like, hey, can you help me out? Hey, you're gonna be doing me the favor, kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of going like,
that's it.
Like, are you just gonna sit there? Like, who sent you? Like, you're interrogating me like, bitch, you ain't ICE. And if anything, I'm an American fucking citizen with a felony, all right, bitch? No. Fucking lost your damn fucking mind.
He's gonna pull his phone out.
Yeah, pull my phone out, be like, look at that. That's my picture.
I'm taking a pic. I'm recording.
Yeah, there you go. I'll fucking pull out my phone. I'm recording. They're like, bitch, you ain't recording. I'm like, you see? On my phone and that stuff, it'll show the face that I'm recording. But so but yeah, even at that fucking point, I'm at work and that stuff, I'm slowly getting in more pain, and I wanted to fucking beat somebody up. I fucking sit there and I went back to my area and I told my actual boss during the week, I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that fucking shit again. He's like, which trucks did you have? I had these trucks. He's like, oh yeah, I heard about that truck. They're calling that bitch on the radio every 2 seconds. Trying to find somebody to come over there to help him. And that shit's like, didn't they send you help? I'm like, what? You're talking about the 3 fucking idiots that are just pushing boxes? And then luckily in that stuff, I had some more people come by and help out and that stuff. Good people. But it took a while to get that. And
Good people.
Yeah, good people. Oh, because they were loaded and they knew that they had the same mentality and that shit. They just weren't just tossing the boxes on the ground. They were, building the wall and that shit. Making America great again, one fucking parcel at a time.
That's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I went over there and then I sit there and was like, fuck it, dude. I'm taking my 15-minute break. Usually I just go home and I say, you can keep your 15 minutes, but I'm gonna take my 15. So I go to the bathroom and right where the front of the bathroom, there's these benches, right? And what dispatch will do for the drivers, for the delivery truck drivers, they'll provide them apples, cucumbers, pickles, fruits, bananas, and stuff like that. Water, of course. And I go over there and I see a bag of cucumbers and I see a bag of Gala apples, right? Now I look at the cucumbers and I'm like, give me one of the motherfuckers. And I'm about to go to the bathroom. I'm like I said, I'm fucking sore. I'm about to go to the bathroom, cry a little bit, take my shit and that crap. But then I just like, fuck it. I'm gonna eat this fucking cucumber before I walk in this bathroom. And people do this like, dude, you just literally just walked in the bathroom with a fucking cucumber. So I ate it real quick.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
I sit there and I eat it. I go back. I wash my hands and all that fun stuff. I go back out and I still see there's apples and cucumber. I see all the drivers
put
that
that
already
cucumber in his butt.
Oh, man. And I sit there
Went
and
to prison.
And I sit there. I mean, when I was walking out, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna go see if there's an apple. I'm gonna grab another cucumber too. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I didn't get to have a break. I barely got to drink any water because, like I said, I was getting slammed constantly for the fucking hours I was working. I went from one trailer to another trailer, right? Well, they're also not. They are meant for the drivers, but you can have some too. Just don't be grabbing the whole bag and taking it with you and that shit like you bought the motherfucking shit, right? So I go and I reach for an apple, right? And like I said, I'm focused on this apple. I need nutrition. I'm just like, dude, give me this fucking apple. I'm gonna chew it. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be delicious. Hey, those are for drivers only. And I'm looking, and the light happened to block everybody's face. Maybe it was my vision. I don't know, but I heard that shit. I gave the meanest look. I'm like, who said that? Like 3 drivers like, oh, nope. And then I see one driver just standing there. I said those are for drivers only. I'm like, I start walking by, and then I see a smile, and Terrence, the guy who told me this, happens to be black, and the shadow blended him. He had the booty cap, and he smiled like, hey bro, I was just playing with you. And I was like, fuck Terrence, bro. Dude, you were picking the wrong day to fuck with me. He's like, I can tell. That's why I was like, hey man, chill. We're just on the same side. I'm just fucking with you. Oh god. But that's what the demon part. I mean that shit. Like I call them the demons and that shit because like that's not a rational way how to deal with pain and everything like that. Talking about your first instinct isn't like I got breaks in my wrist because boxer breaks because I punched inanimate objects just to fucking feel better.
I hear that, man. The release is good.
Yeah, I know. Dude, you want to just be a good host and have me do storytelling? I got funny stories. Like, there's a dude, this Kimpo and that shit. This white dude's all tattered up, right? Shit, he's a cool ass dude. This motherfucker is like one of the. He's kind of like one of those white trailer park. Maybe was in a biking gang. He probably sold the drugs and that shit. Like he's the kind of dude who gives it the vibe and that shit. That if you rip them off, he's gonna come with a gun and go, "Pop! Teach you next time, motherfucker," and like leave. You know what I'm talking about? Like this dude, like he ain't gonna give you no fucking second chance, he ain't gonna hear your excuses, right? And so there was a time like they wouldn't give him pain meds. Okay, you're not. When you're in prison, you lose a lot of that fucking freedom to get good medical care, right? You get, oh, here's some ibuprofens. Bro, this is like shit that a toddler takes. This is what we supply, right? So,
Awesome.
but the thing he would do and that stuff, and they were like trying to fucking like ask him a lot of questions about it because they would do the exam every time you'd come in to do the exam to figure out. They're wondering like, hey, why, you keep having a fracture on your wrist? And what this dude would do when he was in pain, he would start punching the cement and that shit to the point where he's like, oh, fuck. Well, now I'm not fucking feeling about that. Just thinking about my hand. I'm like, okay, well, I'm part of the Chicanos. If he comes around and we have a little fucking race war this yard, I don't want him. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, nope. What of y'all fucking Chicanos could take that motherfucker down? I could take a lot of these dudes down, but that dude just punched the cement to relieve some pain. Like, no thank you. I will take the next guy. You got this big man, right?
Pain, huh?
Yeah. But like there's times that I've had that same sensation too in that crap where fucking just punching the wall, punching fucking car door, or fucking back end of a truck and that stuff, sitting there and kicking something and even though you stubbed your toe and that crap on it and that crap, felt better, right?
Absolutely.
But that's where I
haven't
go.
punched something in forever.
Yeah. And it's just like, we were talking about those demons and that stuff. Like, yeah, they're there. You want to call them fucking, anxiety or like that. No, it's just, I don't know how to cope with that type of pain.
No, God, no. I don't think anybody does. That's why I go to the gym and beat the shit out of that shit.
Yeah. It's like, there's times like my lower back would be fucking killing me. And I'm just like, my wife, my dad, my brother, the cats, the dogs, they all fucking will be like, oh, you're not okay. You're not 100%. And, it's the same thing in that shit. I don't know how to cope. I miss fucking doing cocaine because, all right, cool. I'm getting numb. I don't feel nothing anymore and that shit. I used to get fucking pills from, painkillers and that shit, and it didn't work because my body quickly started on like, man, you need the good shit. Fucking, like morphine, like, I'm glad I'm not one of those that morphine does not work for, but if it's in pill form, it takes way too long, and it's like a dribble effect. I need liquid morphine to have a significant change of pain, like on a pain scale.
Yeah.
And that stuff, because I heard that there's been people that do have a high tolerance or morphine does not work for them, and I feel bad, especially I was like, dude, thank goodness, because if I joined the military and I found out, Jonathan, you just stuck me in my leg.
Pain. What are pain meds, man? I don't get any of that shit.
Shit, fucking, I don't recommend. I stopped the motherfuckers because they started making fucking. They started making things look a little different in that crap. I'll tell you what.
It's never been my thing, unfortunately.
Thank goodness.
That's a good thing.
But so, like, one of the things I would like to hear your take of it instead of me talking all the time. Where do you think your demons came from? For like each scenario, each situation, because I'm assuming your demons are not the same. That stuff, there has to be a trigger or something like that, because like there's times and that stuff if I feel like my heart hurts and that shit, I
I think there's different types of demons, to be honest with you.
But for you, just,
I
you have
think
to
it-
open up at yourself. a
Well,
little bit.
it goes as far as uh, depends on what you're going through, man. My demons come from the past, mainly because I've lost a lot of people. I had to go. I lost my brother, lost my mom, my dad died. I recently just lost my son in a car accident. So I mean, I think all that stuff builds up. I think it comes to when I was in the military. I've lost a lot of people. I had a lot of injuries. Uh, just it comes down to my demons come from everything, really, whether it's pain, loss. I mean, it can come to amount of. It could be something during that day that you're going through, and it just sets everything off, and then it's just a effect. So it's. I don't know how to explain it other than that, but I mean, shit's crazy. You got to deal with it, and the best way to do it is go to the gym, keep yourself busy, try to focus to it. Pick up the Bible. The Bible is the main thing. That is definitely a go-to thing for me, not just the gym. It's a bunch of stuff that I have to do to stay on a healthy mindset for the most part. So, yeah.
So just so anybody
Mine's
in
not
this
as-
stuff that doesn't know, there was a time that Salty didn't stream, reached out to him and that stuff, and sorry again, for the loss of your son.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
just a moment for your son. Once again, that's the reason why, like, I'm very, I look up to you, and that's the reason why I'm like, I had no problem when you wanted to do this, talk about things, and hopefully we can, make an
I'll get
impact
better
and
at it.
get better at it. Also, give solutions, and we'll cross, findings that we find that maybe help us, cope with,
Oh,
with
yeah.
everything. And so what the one big thing is that stuff, I don't know if you remember having one of these. This is the reason why we do the little share, the screen share and that stuff.
Mine's right on my bed.
There we go. Beautiful.
I
And
live by this fucking thing right here, man.
yeah, so there you go. And it's no matter what. And this is one thing I got a little talking to from a wise man in prison and stuff when I was getting transferred to my actual prison. Now, Hambrook, this dude has been down. Like, this is how many times he's been through the process, right? Everybody else there, right? What's your number? Grab your stuff, head to that section. What's your number? You don't know your number? Go back over there. Figure out who, and find somebody to get your number. Next. You here? Aren't you done? When are you gonna retire? You know what I mean? That's how fucking, like, they didn't ask the number of that stuff. They're like, oh, dude, you're back again. It's like, I'm just seeing your face, man. I'm like, gosh, damn. It's like, you already know, my number is not even a reminder to the youngsters over here. That shit, we only got 5 digits. I mean, we got 4 digits and shit like that. We don't got no 6 to 7. I'm like, fucking shit. This dude's been, and especially the Alhambra thing where I didn't, dude. They treat you, because it's processing. They treat you like you're fucking you're the worst motherfucker out there, right? So asking for the time of day, you won't get that. Huh? What's up?
I said it makes sense. I'm listening to you, man.
Yeah, so they're treating everybody like unless you came in there with already like, oh dude, this dude already likes to fucking fight cops and shit like that. They're gonna they'll deal with you accordingly, but if not, they're gonna treat you like you're a fucking whatever, the worst fucking person ever. But anyway, so he was talking, and this dude was wise, man, and that stuff. Funny as fuck. But at night and that shit, it was hard for me to sleep and that shit. One, I couldn't call my wife. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, and that crap is that. Well, so the day I got pulled out of county and set on a bus, I called my wife because in county I had the phone access. I was like, hey babe, I don't know, they're processing me out. She's freaking the fuck out. She's like, well, weren't you supposed to stay there for 3 months and then they would do this processing later and that stuff? You know, it's your first felony DUI. You know, everybody was saying that you're supposed to be there for months and then get processed, not go to prison. You know what I mean? Get processed as a felon, now go serve time in prison. So I'm like, all right, it's fine and that stuff. Hey, just you know, I'll call you. I'll message you, whatever like that. I'll text you. Well, they all said tablets and that stuff. And that stuff, I was like, all right, cool. I'll message you. I'll send it something when I get there. So 2 days and that shit. I like 1.5 days. I'm trying to get a fucking phone call. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going. Like I said, they don't give a fuck who I am. They're not there to tell me where I'm going and all that fun stuff. And I live with the fucking demon that I fucking sit there and my actions, like every fucking other action in my life, has led me to the fucking point where I've caused harm to somebody else. I knew when I fucking hung up the phone on that shit that my wife was, you know, worried, scared, and that stuff. I could hear her fucking, you know, her voice cracking and that stuff, trying to stay strong. And I did this every fucking thing, right? And there was a point, like, I could have fucking made a nurse there and that stuff, they to do me a favor and text my wife to where I was at and that shit. I had an opportunity, I just didn't, because I couldn't process myself. I was sitting there, it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know any of you guys. I don't know these fucking people. You know what I mean? The people, I got big dudes, small dudes, skinny dudes. Yo, motherfuckers are just staring at me. I'm like, well, we got the stare off battle, but what the fuck you want? Like, it's like I said, the mixing pot. It's the train station and that crap. And I was not even fucking afraid of where I was at. I was afraid that she didn't know and she was gonna worry. And that's what was fucking bringing me down. That was what's making me. I'm like, dude, because on my mind, I'm sitting there like, I should have just told my wife, just go on the internet, look me up through the county system, and then because I'm getting processed as a felon now, that I'll be in the federal system. I didn't tell her that. I just said, I'll call you, I'll find some way to contact you when I get to where I gotta go. The dumbest thing is, and I let that shit fucking. I was stuck in the past. I was stuck. I'm fucking reliving this thing every 2 fucking seconds right now, because I'm upset at myself that I fucking sit there and let my emotions, instead of me just focusing on, oh, okay, shit, I should have just asked her. It's like, okay, hey, that emergency contact, if you don't mind, that's my wife, can you text her, tell her that I'm okay and I'm getting processed and I'll talk to her soon. You know what I mean? Or, hey, he's in Alhambra right now. He misses you, he loves you, whatever, and that stuff. And he will talk to you when he gets to his area. Or, you know, there will be mailing. Because they do the pigeon mail system. Not talking about we strap it on a pigeon. But like the slow snail mail where the fucking where it's pretty much like the postal service comes by like Santa Claus and goes, all right, well, it'll get there when it gets there. Bam! You know, put in their fucking thing and drive off, right?
I love it, man.
But that older gentleman and that stuff had a lot of wise things, and he was trying to tell a youngin and stuff like that about, you know, hey, don't be a statistic. And that's what a lot of things is I have to respect when I went to prison. and that stuff, and even jail, was don't be a statistic. Let this be a lesson, and don't fucking repeat it. And this dude was
Yep.
sitting there saying stories and that stuff. Was like, hey, this crazy thing is that shit. I'm over here. These motherfuckers know me. I got kids that don't even know me as much as these fucking people here. Yeah, he's talking about the guards. He's talking about the officers that are doing the processing. They know it. Like he was just making the comment that these people know me more than my kids know, because he apparently has like 8 kids. He said or something like that. He was Nick Cannon in it. But like listening to all that shit, like one of the things is where I'm at the age I'm gonna get the rocket chair. But where he goes and he says that it doesn't matter who and how you hear the message. It is what it is. He goes and he reads the what is the Muslim book? That stuff. Not the Torah. The Torah is for the Jews. Bible is for Christians. Something. Yeah, you can look it up real quick. I forget. It has the benefit thing of having get up, get more people involved and that stuff. So I can ask chat like, help me out, man. What is it called in that shit? The Quran, the Quran, yeah. So he was sitting there telling the youngster and that stuff, is like, it doesn't matter who or what religion you believe in, Jesus, the Bible, the Torah, and he's like, the Quran spoke to me, and no matter what, everything came from the start of life, and one person depicted this way, another person depicted this way, another person depicted this way, but with all generally the same idea, the same principles, and the same guidance necessary to continue, to live a holy life. Talking about, yes, yeah, it's separated. Yeah, Christians don't think you should have fucking 9 fucking wives and shit like that, and Buddhism doesn't think whatever their crossroads and their deferred paths. But no matter what and that stuff, none of them can say, like, was it from the same God, right? Was it the same higher being? And what I mean, and what it kind of like resonated a little with me, because I watched this music video by Tool called Right the Two. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And so at the beginning of the video, do you remember how it goes?
I don't, like, per se, but I've seen it.
So in the Right the Two video, right, the claymation style is just fucking amazing. This stuff. Tool makes some badass fucking music videos, right? With a lot of meaning behind it too. Okay, so you see that this blob gets molded into the earth, right? And that stuff gets dirt, and atmosphere is added to it, and this and that, and it starts to zoom up. Everything starts to grow. Everything starts to have life to it, and then next thing you know, the creator, I don't know if it was God or Jesus, I don't know, it's just they gave him a face, right? He looks at his creation, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make a man. Man's there, like a fucking minion, right? And then he goes and makes a woman, Eve. They start fucking, right? Okay. And then what happens is slowly in that shit you start to see, oh, hey, the man sees another couple and is filled with greed and wants what he has, that other wife or that other spouse, mate, whatever like that. And so he kills him, then he spreads his seed and blah blah blah, grows up. As they start to grow as society and stuff like that, they start to differ, and he goes into 2 different paths. One looks at God as the eye, because that's what they saw. The other half looks at the hand because that's what they saw, right? The hand of God, the eye of God. So they end up fucking fighting and that stuff. And then after, you know, generations order like that, the world's spinning and things are changing and that stuff, world goes on. They now unified both these things into one, which is the hand and the eye, and that's the serpent. You know, what was it? They false idols, right? And they forget the core and everything like that. But that's where I was trying. You know, I'm backtracking it to the fact of, you know, all these religions have, you know, the Torah, the, you know, the Bible and the the Quran and that stuff. They all come from fucking, you know, from somewhere, and they're all there most of the times and that stuff. I don't like when people start, you know, quoting the Bible word for word verbatim as if it's law. I look at it, and I've learned to look at it like guidelines. Like, hey, here's a scenario. This is how the story goes. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like in your Bible and that stuff, you probably have, and this is the reason why I highly recommend for people that they're going through hard times. Hey man, you know, if you don't want to listen to me lecture or go to a church to lecture and that stuff, one of the things that the military Bibles has in the back or in the front and that stuff is like, hey, if you're feeling sad, down,
Yep,
out of your luck and that stuff, there's references.
However you're feeling.
Yeah, so like right here in this stuff.
Whole list of stuff.
Yeah, where should I read? You know, when? And then, you know, the question is like, what are you feeling? You know, are you bored? Are you sorrowful? You know, are you thankful? You know, are you sad? You know, if you lost someone, and that. So, you know, that's how.
Drugs in there.
Yeah, they got drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, because like, you know, if you ever watched The Chosen, that's a great TV show, and I was very blessed to have that when I was in fucking prison. And shit, that thing gave me something to watch, and how they showed the message of Jesus' life and everything like that. It was, you know, it's very impactful. I liked it. That's pretty damn good. So the one thing I was wanting to ask you in that shit is that maybe with some of your demons, do you think some of it has to deal with survivor guilt? I've heard that a lot with especially veterans or, you know, even parents that are in your situation. Survivor guilt.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think it's I've been saved a lot of times from people that have died along the way, and that definitely weighs pretty heavy on you. There's also times like when family members get sick and they die, or, you know, something happens to them, you wish you could take their spot and it didn't happen to you, it happened to them. That's also another thing. I mean, I went with that with my son for the longest time. That happened July 21st of last year, and I still go through that right now. So there's times where, I mean, every time I wish I could take his spot, and it's just a sad thing to see a young kid that had so much life and stuff going for him, and it's just that weighs heavy on you, and you wish you could do something as a father. And I mean, I've lost my brothers, I've lost friends, I've lost cousins. I mean, the list goes on of all the people I've lost, and I think that weighs heavy. It would weigh heavy on anybody. So it's a battle, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for God, because of all the shit I've been through. So he's definitely helped me along the way, and it goes with the 9 times I tried to take my life. I know I shouldn't talk about that, but I mean, it is what it is. There's times where, you know, weird shit happened when I was gonna do that, and I feel like he came down and saved me for a reason. So there's that going for me, and obviously I'm alive for a reason, whether it's to help people or be there for someone when they need it, or there's always a reason why you're here and they're not. So that's the main thing. And you just got to go with it and do the best you can every day, whether you want to or not. You got to live for the people that can. And that's how I feel. And that's why I do it every day.
And it's
That's
safe.
just my opinion.
It's safe to say in that stuff. It's easier said than done, and no matter what. Sadly enough, in that shit, I don't mean to laugh and show this off. It's just one of those ways I look at things, because I tell myself when that stuff is like, dude, it's not your fucking fault. For my situations, like what I've done in the past or why things went a certain way, I tell people when that stuff's like, dude, it's not your fault. And then I turn around and I do the same thing. Like, that was the one thing I'm scared about, getting back from drinking heavily and that stuff, because I fear that I'm gonna get back into that where I'm blaming myself for stupid shit, why things didn't go right in my life, why this person isn't in my life anymore. And
I mean,
so it's safe to say in that stuff is just, your message, I would assume right now, would be like, hey, you're not alone when you have these fucking feelings.
no, absolutely not. I mean,
it's gonna suck.
we're
But at least
dude,
you try to do it, right?
We're all in it. We're all in it together. I mean, we're all here for a reason. I don't know what it is. Yours might be different from mine. But the fact of the matter is, you're here and you got to make the best of it. And sitting on the couch and this and that and hating yourself ain't getting you anywhere. So,
so why not click the link, go to untaintedgains.fourthwall.
yeah, buy you some fucking gear and hit the gym.
Yeah, like
'cause that's what the hell you need to do.
Like when it comes to
It looks.
oh yeah, I mean, it looks pretty damn good. It's on that wall too. I just need to get myself the white beater one and that shit, so I can, show a nipple off a little bit without, I can pop a nipple out and that shit. No one's gonna be like, oh my goodness. They're gonna be like, oh shit, nip slip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I just heard a grown ass man talk about he wants to show his nipple to the world. My hairy nipple, to be honest. Oh god. Ah, there you go. Live right now.
I got another shirt
But
on.
so
Don't ban me.
So that's another thing when we start to do this, and I don't know, maybe you want to do this.
Break it down in segments.
Well, segments, but also make sure and that stuff that YouTube doesn't. I know YouTube is very. I don't want to sit there and be stuck like where I'm right now, where I'm trying to figure out the words and that stuff before I say it. It's like when you're on TikTok, I'm not allowed to say the G word. I'm not allowed to say the F word or the R word, because the AI thing will freaking come out of nowhere and go, gotcha, bitch.
Dude,
That's hate speech.
I don't even go on TikTok anymore.
Yeah, but so I know like there is like there's like some videos and that stuff like YouTube that, so this is something I'm assuming you want to cap this off, or you want to keep going for a little while, or just wing it.
Man.
So well, just talk about it. Like if we're gonna do the little meet after this, right? Kill two birds with one stone, right? I got nothing.
That's right.
That shit. I'll give myself a drink in a minute. But I heard that you can't say the word pandemic on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah. So not that it's gonna flag you, but the algorithm will put you into a different category that's not very seen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about that. I was like, there's like a lot of people that would compare the pandemic as the reason for this, that. They use the word pandemic, then it gets reviewed, and then they go say, oh, well, you're a podcast? Well, congratulations, not anymore. You're going into this furthest fucking category yonder over here where no one's destined, the darkest parts of YouTube. And that stuff, it's how they do their censoring and shit like that. And a lot of things, it's like if we don't mind just like switching topics and stuff like that, so you're just kind of feeling a little bit, and maybe maybe get you ideas for next one. Are you aware of this streamer? I think he's an Arab streamer, shit like that. And I forgot his name. Hanat? Hans, or I might have to look it up and that stuff. But apparently this dude is he's in a competition with Asmongold, right? Asmongold and that stuff turned from a gaming streamer to now Hassan, that's his name. Hassan. Right?
Assam.
Hassan. And that shit. So, anyways, so I was watching this blue character dude. I'm not even trying to censor myself. I just don't fucking remember fucking names for shit unless you write me a paycheck. I don't fucking know you. I don't know your name or that shit. But anyways, it's this dude on YouTube and that shit. Like he does, I guess he does Twitch too and that shit where he does streaming, and he goes and he does like the background, the downfalls of of people, content creators to stars and stuff like that. And one of the things was he was talking about Hassan and how Hassan, like, I didn't know about this dude, but this dude's over here pro Hamas, pro a lot of things that he's, from what I'm hearing, he lives in America, and I'm over here going like, why are you here? Why are you not being dealt with the FBI? I buy some random ass shit from fucking Home Depot that make a bomb. I'm getting the FBI at my fucking door. This is before being a felon. You know what I mean? I'm getting watched. And then I'm seeing the clips. I'm seeing the videos. Because this is one thing I had to talk with my mom, because my mom's a CNN fanatic. And I'm like, Mom, like, have you tried like looking
watch that shit?
Like, have you like tried looking at other sources and stuff like that? And she was going on tirades and that stuff. That's how my birthday. I thank y'all who all came to yesterday. That shit for my little birthday stream. I didn't advertise it because I haven't had a good fucking birthday since God knows when, right? But what was it? That shit. But this dude, he's over there promoting him, terrorist organizations. And if you don't want to call them terrorist organizations, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is, if I say something outlandish like this, I'm getting fucked. Me, you say something outlandish.
We're getting flagged right now.
Shit. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't have nothing yet that's gonna tell me that shit. I'll probably see my video, the VOD after this and that shit.
Yeah,
but
mugshot.
Yeah,
like all of us.
And that's just fucking crazy. That's allowed, and that's where I get like these people like the hands off protest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck! There's a lot of people that it's only been the start of 4 months of a presidency, and these people are like, he's taking everything away. He's ruined the country already. I'm like, I can still buy eggs. I actually, in that shit, I probably saved like $20 going to the store recently buying food. What are we on about? He's taking people's jobs away. Him and Elon Musk. And then these same idiots, like, it drives me at the wall, because there's a time when the Black Lives Matter movement was happening, like, when it was really popping off, and there was riots everywhere. Because I remember watching on the news, and I was drinking, bro. And I had my fucking Batman calling that day. My dad had talked me out of it, right? I had a beautiful fucking little, AR rifle and shit like that. A little fucking, it's an AR pistol, but when I put a stock on it, it's SBR, and that's when I go locked up. Talking about, ATF rules, bullshit like that, right? I had it beautiful, right? I had mags, I had ammo, I had everything, right? I'm drinking. I had the vest, I had the sling, I had it all, bro. I was ready. I didn't need no bulletproof vest because I wasn't planning on coming back alive. You know what I mean? But like, they showed like live fucking feeds of these fucking people destroying fucking anything in their path, like a wave of destruction, and that stuff. These people are just like, you don't understand when you throw a rock through a fucking window. Yes, it's a complex. That person's paying for fucking rent, but sometimes these people have some fucked up fucking agreements that says, oh, well, see, an act of God, like a thunderstorm, would have covered it. A car accident would have covered it.
Not a rock.
Not a rock from a protest. That's not covered under your insurance, or is not covered by the renter or whatever like that, the building manager. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, these people boarded up the things and they're disregarding the fact is like, hey man, they put a board in front of their fucking building. They nailed, they glued, they did whatever they can. They bolted barricades to protect their building while you go and ruin business for 3 fucking days because you have nothing better to do on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know what I mean? Yo,
Absolutely.
so they did all that, and I remember, man. Oh, dude, and this would have probably got one of the big DUIs. You know that motherfucker that ran those sons of bitches over, you know, with the Dodge Chargers that time because they're blocking the road. He's like, fuck this shit, Hellcat. That was about to be me. I was about to go grab. I fucking had my truck and that shit. I was about to go fucking. We're gonna go shoot some motherfuckers. Give them something to knee on, like, dude, like, and that's where the shit gets fucking crazy. Is that, and I know I'm not alone because, like, especially like, dude, if you owned a Tesla and somebody fucking attacked your Tesla, it doesn't even matter who the fuck, who you voted for. That's just fucked up, right?
It's your shit.
Yeah, it's just your shit. When it gets broken, Elon doesn't have anything to do with your shit no more. It's not under warranty. You know what I'm talking about? He's not going like, shit, well, let me go fucking, take the dents out your vehicle and shit like that. Oh, your vehicle caught on fire because somebody decided to Molotov it. Well, if it was the battery that caught on fire, it would be different. Well, it did after. No. So insurance says that the Molotov was the reason why the battery caught on fire, which leaves me scot-free. Dude, it's just crazy. Some people's fucking like thought process, like all these people doing the hands off with Trump. I'm like, dude, you guys, where's your thought process? Like, you guys haven't given any time. We had, the 4 years of dealing with something else, and a lot of us just, sure you want to do that?
Shit's crazy. Life's crazy. People are crazy.
Well, it's just like, dude, like, no one's helping these fucking people out and that shit. And I feel bad for some of these people because, like, there's an individual, there was a little documentary I was watching and that stuff, and then I looked into it a little bit more. So I guess there was was it an Air Force or Army and that stuff? Well, first transgender, right? Trans.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Did you know it's like
Army,
Beck? Beck something or other.
Dude.
And became a Becky, I guess, or whatever like that. And the person did the whole process, and then went back. When they were trans and identified as a woman and everything like that, they wrote a book. I think it was the military, I think it was Army Princess. Yeah, so it was. It'd be the Army.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then the person transitioned back, and then they talk about it and that stuff. The fucked up part was, and that stuff, as a child, he was beaten by his fucking father. And then, why he didn't feel like a woman, he just, I guess, how
man.
he sit there and said, I didn't want to be me. So what I'll do is grab my sister's clothing and go in the attic and not be me, be a woman, be a girl, and that stuff. As a child, you know what I'm talking about? Growing up.
Maybe the dad didn't beat the daughter.
Yeah, and most likely, probably not. That's my princess, and this is my disappointment. You know what I mean? As fucked up as it may be.
Yeah.
But like that kind of that mental fuckness and that shit fucked that person's life up and that shit. They could have done money, they could have spent that money on something else, their happiness and that shit. And it's just like those same people that are like, I'm non-binary, and they give you like a list of shit. I'm like, you're not happy with yourself, are you? Like, I'm not happy with myself either, but fuck, I don't go that fucking far. Yeah, I identify myself as a raccoon because my hands are about to be going in every piece of trash can because I'm broke as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna snoop around.
I don't,
for shit.
I don't hate myself. I mean, sometimes I'm not happy with myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I could never do that.
That's just like one thing on this stuff. I wish like people would stop.
I'm just me.
I wish just a lot of people would stop and just try to take the fucking help or try to seek help. Or like one thing in that stuff I don't like about my fucking my Google history and that shit is that I might have a little bit of porn on that shit, you know what I mean? But my biggest ones in that shit is like, why do I think this way? Why do I start to ask those questions to myself, and I try to look for Google, and I'm right now not liking Google. I'm not liking because before I could find forums that people were talking about, like Reddit's was a big one.
Censored, man.
Yeah, it's censored, and the first thing you fucking do if you typed in anything like, why do I feel angry? Why do I feel like I want to cause people pain? Why do I want to cause myself pain? And that stuff. You're
Comes
asking
up with like a pill ad or something.
it gets there because like the top five things on Google will tell you hotline, then seeking professional help, and then pills. Prescriptions.
That's how they make money.
And
it's all game.
Yeah, and like, why is it that I fucking see this, but the fucking person who wants to sit there and cop out and tell them
people always want the easy way out of something. They never want to deal with their problems. It's always the easiest way so they can get by. And nobody ever really deals with their shit until they hit rock bottom. And then they're like, oh, well, maybe I should handle this shit. And you should have done it 20 years ago. Some people, we all put it off. None of us want to go through all that hardship and all the fucking work that it takes to get to the next part in your life to deal with it. It's just how it is. Everybody does that.
But like,
eventually, we just get tired of it.
Where do you think that started at? Like this, I mean, like, where would you think that? Hey, right then and there, the generation slipped. Because even in my generation, I don't know if they're more accepting to it and that stuff, or they're maybe running out of options, or they're being told by somebody and that stuff.
I don't think anybody's helping anybody anymore. Like the times have changed. Like when I was younger, like the parents and everything, they saw you doing something bad, they were gonna whoop your ass, whether they're your family, your family or not, because
your neighbors.
I mean, nowadays you got fucking kids playing in the street and nobody gives a shit, and they're getting hit by cars and nobody cares. It's like everybody's doing their own shit, everything, and nobody's helping anybody. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just when I sit there and watch the news, there's no good things on the fucking news anymore. That's why I don't watch it. There's nothing good on the news. People are dying. People are doing this to that. These people are doing that. There's war here and war there. And it's like, at what point is it enough? Nobody's helping anybody. You got fucking people that are living on the street. You got vets living on the street. Yeah. You got homeless people, and then you're sending $50-something billion over there for fucking condoms to another country. I mean, why don't you give that money and get them off the streets? Put fucking houses up so they can live in it. Get them food. Yeah. Do something that actually matters. Like it's mind-boggling, man. Like, I don't understand why you're not helping anybody. It could be that's a government thing. That's the people that are in this country and around the world. It's like, what happened to fucking picking people up on the side of the road because
giving them a job, give them the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, or just walking down there, someone's car broke down. No one stops to help the person anymore. They leave them on the side of the road, and then you see them on the 6 o'clock news because somebody killed them or took off with them. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's
at
true.
what point do you be like, hey, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna help this person? People used to pull over on the side of the road. Your car was broke down. Someone would stop. Now 92 people drive past you and they just fucking leave you there and wait for AAA to come pick you up.
Yeah, but then you found out, it was like, oh shit, they didn't have AAA. They died from heat exhaustion.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's like you can sit here and laugh about it. It's funny, but it's fucked up at the same
Yeah.
time. Like when are we gonna start helping each other like we used to?
Yo, so this is a thought that came when I was talking to a previous streamer and that stuff. Probably already know. Yeah. So one of the things is like the LGBTQ alphabet soup people, right?
Mhm.
I do they don't affect me. I don't affect them. But when they start,
I don't fucking
demanding
care.
shit like some terrorists and that stuff, I look at them like my nieces. I go like, hey, I don't negotiate with terrorists, so you calm the fuck down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But the thing was with that stuff is that I remember specifically growing up and that shit is that if you met with somebody and that stuff that was a little fruity, you know what I'm talking about, the G word,
Mm-hmm.
and they were friendly. They were friendly. They were cool. They're basically like, oh, you don't. From the very few people that I've met when growing up as a kid that were along that flexible
Yeah.
line and that shit, they're very nice. And they also said, it's your choice. If you ain't it, you ain't
absolutely.
it. This is just how I feel. It looks a little weird, but this is me.
Dude, it
And
is
now-
what it is, man. I'm not gonna sit there and judge you for that
Yeah,
stuff.
And that's as a kid, that's how I dealt with that. But then I go now and that shit, and I see people in that shit. I just see it because I don't want to go outside. I already dealt with the BLM bullshit and that crap. I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? We're on lockdown. You're ruining my chance to go to the bar. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be a curfew. We're not gonna have nothing. Because I live in Arizona, so we had the motherfucker. We were like one of the first people like, hasn't killed anybody yet in the last week, right? No, sir.
Mm-mm.
All right, we're gonna open the bars. We'll start with that first. You know what I'm talking about? So the nightclubs are back. Like instead of 2 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock and that shit for shutting shit down. You know what I'm talking about? But even then, like there's hate with the BLM and that shit, and they're gonna after us. After who? You. After they're done with the African Americans, they're coming for us, the Mexicans. I'm not Mexican, bro. Racist! He's turned! They got him! like, fuck. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you drinking Modelo then? Because it's delicious, alright? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, Modelo is good.
I'm like, it's Saturday night. I'm watching a fucking UFC fight at a bar, and you're over here going like, they're coming after us next. Who the fuck are you? Come on, come on, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, like,
that was the kind of vibe I got. And that shit, I got these people. I don't even know if they were drunk. They were just like they're doing their little protest and shit like that. I don't know if you were able to go out during the COVID with the BML riots and that stuff and the Me Too shit. But there was
I
actually
I live in the woods, man. I don't even got a city.
shit. Well, look at you. At the places I would go to and that shit, there'd be their own little like protesters. Like, yay, here we're at the fucking this bar and that shit,
I'm
I'm
supposed
like,
to say I live in a town of 3,000 people, dude. That's it.
fuck.
That's all there is.
That's just in a fucking 2-block radius, 3,000 people. Right here.
There ain't nobody for miles, dude. There's one store in this town,
So,
and it ain't a Walmart.
hey, it's a helpful place.
It's exactly what it is, too.
Oh god damn, I got that right.
It's an A/ a fucking
Bashes.
grocery store, dude. It's like, so it's kind of like a Walmart, but not a Walmart. It's like a mini mart.
Yeah, there you go. So like that was like one of the things is and that stuff, and I know that like especially at work and that stuff when the election started coming up, a big thing. Some of the there are some people and that stuff that I was cool with, but as soon as I said that, you know, I kind of like what Trump has to say and that stuff, the other person, and they told me, oh, I'm voting for Joe Biden or I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'm like, okay. And then I
don't hold it against. I don't hold it against anybody.
That's the thing is it's been weird in that shit that I've had a lot more people. Yo, I joke around, motherfuckers like, yo, hey,
I think everybody's got their own.
I vote for Biden, and the next thing you know, like, you stupid. And it's like, you know, and then they'll try to go give me facts. I'm just fucking with you, man. Like, shit, you think I look like this and vote for that that direction? Like,
I mean, I got friends that vote for Democrats and vice versa. I mean, we all get along. It's just, you know, I was raised how I was raised. I don't know what to tell you. It just is what it is.
The strange part in that stuff is those people that will cut a bridge and that stuff.
Yeah.
I had to tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, if fucking The View tells you, because I think I saw that clip where they're telling, if your family member believes, you know, and the other party, you need to stop talking to them. I'm like, Mom, don't pull that bullshit on. All right, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, Mama. Daddy said you were crazy, and you know what? It's starting to look like you are.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, fucking that crazy ass shit
crazy,
that happened and that stuff, and I'm just like, it just to me that shit's mind-boggling.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's right to do that. If they're gonna do that, then that's not a real friend, and it's definitely not family. They're gonna write you off over some politics, man.
Yeah, well, it's just like where I'm trying to get at is the fucking people gotten this.
We're gonna go through this again in 4 years, so
Yeah,
it'll be all right.
Oh yeah,
It happens every 4 years. It's like the Olympics, man.
Yep, that is very true. The thing was, I was trying to get at and that stuff was like, where the fuck do people get like this? Like, okay, you're very tough to say, I am an American cat. Look at my shirt. Yeah, man, motherfucker. Like, damn, you're so proud of that and that shit, but like,
That looks like a bunny, dude.
what's a cat?
Is it a cat? It looks like a fucking bunny, man.
It's the cat that goes, like that.
Nah.
Yeah. But
Where'd
like,
you get that? Walmart?
I think I got it from a birthday present and that stuff from people, from coworkers years ago. They went to Walmart and that stuff, and I covered them at work and that shit. They came back and I forgot.
It did come from Walmart.
So
I knew I seen that shirt.
yeah, there you go. But like the thing was, and that stuff was like they put that energy into the wrong fucking thing. It's like, dude, I identify myself as a cat. Okay.
Speaking about that cat thing,
especially my niece.
There's
too.
yeah, well, yeah. It's like a kid that goes to school up here when all that stuff was going on. The school had to fund litter box for this kid because identified as a cat, and they had to keep it in the school. And this is real. This is real facts. And it happened not too far from where I live, and they had to change that and everything for that kid every day in that school.
What's up, Grimmy?
And the school had to pay for it.
I mean, a litter box ain't that expensive. I mean, I got a cat. You know, you got
I'm
only
just
you
saying,
only got one. Yeah, you
but
got one. Huh?
All it takes is one to start that thing, and then you got to buy 90 of them. You know what I'm saying? and then they're wearing furry suits to school. You know?
Gosh, damn, that's expensive. I mean, I bet that's expensive. I mean, as
They're
a
gonna make
kid.
him pay for. I identify as a bear, so you got to buy me a suit. I mean, what the fuck?
Mowgli here
I get to eat.
Mowgli here don't give no fuck about no education. I'm gonna eat honey. Call me Winnie the fucking Pooh.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy, man.
Crazy
It's
times.
a weird world we live in.
What's weird as fuck though, I have to admit, is that you have all these motherfuckers going crazy, right? And you know, it comes into the racism part where they want to start talking about racism. A lot of these people, right? they start backtracking. I've seen like just a lot of Charlie Kirk and Officer Tatum and stuff like that, and also I forgot the older gentleman that talks preaches a lot and that shit talks about like America God, like hey, so on and so forth. But on the Charlie Kirk and the Officer Tatum part, right?
Yep.
These people will go so there's like, this is what happened in the past, right? And these people are starting to get to that funky, down there in the 70s Vietnam era kind of like outfits, like the love and peace kind of like hippie vibe shit. I'm like, why are you dressed like that? Why are you like that? Why are you bringing up the past like it's happening right now? Like, holy shit. We don't have that shit happening. Like, they're, by all means. Yeah, I've had my taste of racism. That was being in the Midwest, the Mideast, and down south, all right? And I ain't talking about Arizona to Texas. I'm talking, okay, Texas, they just don't like anybody in that shit. Let's just be fair.
They really don't.
They're like, you ain't from Texas? Shit. Well, if you ain't no,
Fuck you.
You ain't no stairs, then you must be a queer, aren't you? I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck you. I'm talking about.
Dude, I hate to tell you, but Austin's full of them motherfuckers.
Well, they're like, hey, they go down there. You know what they do in the back, and that's there's no front door, it's only the back door. And if there's too many people, they grab that seat, flip it around there. You got 4 more seats for everybody.
Yeah, they got the damn furry people running around down there wild, man.
Oh man. But what was it? But like these people like bring up the fucking past and all that fun shit. Like, yeah, mind you, that shit, like you can go probably down south and find some people that do not like you if you're melatonin, if your features are of a different race. You know what I'm talking about? They'll go like the word CONE, cone.
It's like you got people, people sticking up for the cartel and shit too. Now that we're at war with them, dude, it's like, what the what's wrong with these people?
We just need to
they chop people's fucking heads off, bro, and then they Colombian bow tie people and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're over here stealing your fucking kids and jacking them up on drugs, dude. You over here defending them?
Well, the crazy
come on, man.
Hey, the crazy thing is that stuff, Schedule 1 just needs to happen in real life and that stuff. We need to start make cocaine illegal here. Right.
Dude, I got it. I got it on there now.
I know. I saw you the other day.
I'm super proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You did the weeds
I
mentality.
was learning how to do it because I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know if I have to mix the baby powder or the laxatives in it. I just fucking the baby aspirin. I'm still learning, man.
Yeah. Oh man, fuck it. I hate baby aspirin. I hate that. I hate that shit.
I need you to come. I need you to come work for me, man. I just bought a warehouse.
Dude, I just fucking hate the motherfuckers that use baking soda. Like, yeah, I know you need to get cut in,
I
but
don't know what I'm doing, bro, because I've never done this shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's why you need to come take over the kitchen, man.
Yeah, shit. But it's just crazy.
I did figure out how to make a brick, though.
I hope so. Just get a compressor and compress that shit.
Yeah, compressor. Yeah. See, I don't know that type of shit, man. I'm learning as I'm going.
But
I'm a good little Christian boy. I don't do drugs. I smoked a little bit of weed.
Blasphemy! your body's you say Christian voice. You know what I remember in high school and that crap. The fuck me in the ass fad that happened and that shit. Oh, I'm a Christian and that stuff. You can fuck me in the ass because it's not my pussy and that stuff. So it keeps me a virgin.
Whoa, dude! I remember people saying that shit. It's like, bro, that's still the same.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what?
Damn Christian girls. Anal sex was on the menu.
That don't make no goddamn sense at all. That don't make no sense.
It's not the vagina. You didn't pop the cherry. She's saving that for when she gets married.
Yeah, but I hit it from the other side.
Don't ask me. Some people find loopholes or whatever like that they want to call it, right?
Dude. You're not finding no good. You're not finding no loopholes, man. That's pretty straightforward, man.
They're like
straightforward.
Vagina.
Don't get any more realer than that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that shit. All the crazy shit that's been going on. But like what was going with the people that are protesting about racism, like, dude, like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, y'all act like this shit just happened yesterday and that shit. And then like when they keep getting asked, like, what racist shit has stopped you from, succeeding? And they're like, well, my father. Okay, well, is he successful now? Are you successful now? Or I'm here, I'm like, what? Like, where do you guys get some of these fucking ideas from and that shit? Like, I already knew, like, college is not going to be a thing for me. Because, one, I don't need some smart ass trying to tell me, some shit. That I'm like, dude, I just came here to learn how to I came here because some fucking recruiter told me I needed to get college credits. So I can go fucking play Call of Duty in real life.
That's right.
Yeah, talking about that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me an A and get me the fuck out of here. Give me a B so we can make it legit.
Hell yeah, man.
And B for bypass. Bypass this shit so I could go start shooting people out in the middle of the desert and that stuff. And I ain't talking about the cartel.
Fucking people,
I heard they like to fuck camels out there. I can't even stop that.
I can't believe they were sticking up for him. It's mind blowing. Fucking sex traffic people, dude, in the school.
I know. Crazy as can be. So, what games do you have planned for this week?
I gotta make a schedule, to be honest with you, because I want to stick to just a few of them from now on. And so I'm definitely in May. I'll be starting Gray Zone because they got that big update coming out. So I'll be playing that. Wall likes playing Arma, so I've been playing Arma with him. We're not gonna get into that, but
hey, well, like my Presidente once said that I wasn't allowed to vote for this time around. Once said, hey, restaurants have menus.
that's right. Arma, I'm doing Schedule 1, and I'll probably do a couple scary games. I got Repo and
like with Arma, it's just I already knew how it was gonna be, and I've already did the little dance, try to learn how to Dougie with that game, and I didn't like it. And then when I played Arma, I'm like, holy shit, it's the same shit. And then people try to tell me like, yeah, well, Arma made PUBG, and I'm like, yeah. And you see how often I play that? I try to play it, and I'm like, I'm done.
They played. They made Daisy.
Yeah. They're like, have you seen me ever play that? Nope. Like,
it's a good game. Daisy is good. It's a good zombie game. It's a good. If you're into survival and crafting, I mean, that's your jam. I played it for a while.
It's not that. That's not the reason why I'm not into them. I'm into them. It's just how they decided to have the mechanics of doing shit. It's like,
oh yeah, I agree.
It's like, oh, I need to make a bandage or a splint. I have wood. I have cloth. Let me make a splint. Well, no, you actually need to, bitch, make me a splint. like some of the I get it. Where people try to give you that, it's realism, bro. It's realistic. Realistically, in that shit, if I'm limping, I'm gonna limp. All right. And first of all, I'm gonna go get myself a stick. And whichever arm is not being fucking held by a stick or something like that, I'm gonna fucking sit there and carry a gun. I'm gonna have a pistol, most likely.
9 times out of 10, when I take damage, I don't even know how to repair myself, so I get it.
I still haven't figured that shit out.
Like, I figured that shit out, but I'm like, holy shit! Like, you guys made this very complicated, and you're trying to claim realism, but when shit doesn't hit, oh, it's just a game. I don't like that, like, that wishy-washy with the people, that stuff. And it's like when you jump into those fucking things, yes, I know it's gonna be a long fucking day. Buckle up. You might not even get to see if you won or lost, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, cool. I want to fly the helicopter because I want to get practice in on flying a fucking helicopter. You know, me personally, I want to do back hog down shit. I want to get in the thick of it. I want to drop motherfuckers up. I'm just delivering supplies.
Dude, that shit pissed. Dude, they did that the other night with me and Wolf. So we had to wait for another helicopter.
Yeah, I'm like,
that guy dropped us. That guy dropped us in the fucking water and took off. Right in the fucking thick of shit, dude. I'm like, dude, this is what I'm talking about.
and like, I don't mind, like, if you got to roll, but like the one person that shit that when I was on the Russian side, I was like, hey, you know, he's like, I'm doing supplies. I'm like, fuck. He's like, if you want me to, I could just drop you off somewhere. I'm like, yeah, anywhere is fine besides being in the back of the fucking base. Yo, I'm sorry, but like realistically, if I'm driving and my fucking Jeep that came with a full tank is already empty, but halfway through the battlefield, that's not realistic. Well, you can't have infinity fucking thing and this stuff. I don't give a fuck. Can't be fucking me on gas and shit. Oh, well, you fucking, the tanks. You don't want everybody just driving the tank. Bitch, let that bitch stay on idle. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, oh, dude, like, that's just the thing is with the armor thing and that shit. I already knew what I was getting into. And when people give me the excuses.
It's a hit or miss.
It's a huge hit and miss.
You're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it.
Well, it's like also like the waiting for the servers thing and that shit. I'm like, dude, holy fuck,
dude, that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, I was like,
and it's like you find a good server and there's like 90 people in there. Make the fucking rooms bigger, man. Make it like 300 something fucking people and call it good.
well, you're
Then you have some all-out fucking war.
Well, even at that, your friend gets kicked.
Yeah, and then you gotta, you know, oh, you picked the wrong fucking team.
Yeah, like I did.
and then you do that, and you can't fucking play with them the rest of the fucking night because you go back on that server, you're the same fucking thing again.
Yeah, because 500 people are in queue now.
It's like, come on, man.
No, even if you do, you pick that fucking team, you're stuck with them.
Oh yeah, that fucking until the end of the match, yeah. But yeah, that's what like the queue thing, and then on top of it, it's like most of those fucking things are not fair. They're not evened out like Battlefield or like that. You know, that's like, oh, well, we're Russians, but we don't have jack shit.
Dude,
where are we? I'm like, where are we fucking invading? Well, the Americans are invading this country, and why don't the Russians have this shit? Like, like, you telling me the locals don't have a fucking T-90 tank running around here? They sold them like hotcakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they left all kinds in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm. You get that shit sent over here, like
billions of dollars over there. They should have some M1s over there and shit, and some fucking Blackhawk.
Oh, dude, I still can't believe that shit. I can't. Dude, like, even
we used to have to blow that shit up if it went down.
That's what I was sitting there saying. I'm like, dude, like, I would understand if you blew it up. Like, you sit there and said, like, hey, we're out of here. Hey, HQ says we're leaving it. I thought the protocol was we're leaving it. Boom! That's nobody's now. We ain't leaving nothing.
Dude, they fragged the shit out of that shit, dude.
They did? Because I didn't know. I thought.
No, I'm saying that's what they normally do.
Yeah, it was the protocol, right? Like, fuck it, hey.
Yeah.
Ammo?
Dude, any of those, it keeps the technology out of the other country's hands.
Yeah, it was like the rifles. Like, we took the firing pins from them. You know these little sand monkeys out here have an AK that's 3 generations old. You don't think they can figure out how to put a fucking firing pin in a bitch? You know what I'm talking about? This motherfucker has an AK. He's been fucking slipping grease, fucking camel grease through the fucking barrel, and that shit. And he's about to bestow it to his fucking son because he's about to get an AR. You know, like, that shit just like straight off the tip of my fucking head. I'm like, dude, that does not make any sense. What are you talking about? Like, yeah. It's where people
no damn
sit there-
firing pin.
Yeah, they so many
Take
people-
shit out of that
they-
fucking thing, man.
They took. It's just mind-boggling that people will. What is the thing? Don't ever underestimate your enemy.
I mean, you kind of can't now that they got Black Hawk helicopters and M1 Bradleys.
Well, it was like who's that sniper and that stuff? I think he's a Navy SEAL sniper.
Chris Kyle.
Oh no, not talking about Chris Kyle. He's the black dude and that stuff that does this thing. I think is he Army Ranger? I think he's Army Ranger sniper.
What, David Goggins?
Is that what it is? He's the one with the dreads and that stuff. He got the kills and all. You know who I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But like he was
Yeah.
sitting there saying, he's like, dude, like he was surprised. He's like, dude, you think that, when you're going to the Middle East and you're going to these fucking outreach fucking places and these people are malnourished and everything like that, like they don't got no fight in them, but all they've done their whole life is fight. We've underestimated because we as America are over here with workout equipment and shit like that. No, you got fucking fucking Muhammad with Muhammad over there fucking pumping fucking water out of a well and shit like that, and looking at that fucking camel and going like, it looks pretty good. It might be my fucking fifth wife. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Do I ride it or do I ride it? You know what I mean?
Riot.
Like, do I ride it to go to work or do I ride it to have enjoyment? You know what I mean? Like that's just like crazy. They're like, oh, they don't know how to use the equipment. Dude, a lot of our shit, last time I remember, is dumbed down for easier training, right? Just have to know basic English. Like the Claymore has it right on it. Face towards enemy. You know what I'm talking about? What is it?
No, absolutely.
What is that? The anti-tank weapon? The AT-4, right?
Yeah.
And that stuff. What does it say? It
Are you talking
says,
about the rocket?
shoot that way, stay clear this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Dude,
talking
I've seen videos of the fucking rocket coming out backwards because they're shooting it the wrong way.
about? Like, it's just crazy in that shit. It's like this is a question I got. Have you ever had to use your did you carry around a M4 or an M4?
Yeah,
by any chance?
M4. Yep.
Did you ever have to use that fucking what is that? That little stupid side button on it and that shit. What is it called? It's just a force.
No.
It's just to force the bolt forward and that
No,
shit. If they got
no.
so much going. What is it
No,
called?
the
Charging? No. Charging battery, right? Battery charge?
yeah.
You never had to
No,
use that,
never.
right?
No.
That's like only in the worst case scenarios, correct?
Yeah. I mean, it must be some fucking desperate times.
If you're having to beat the shit out of it like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the only thing different from an AR. And this time, that's that these people don't have to sit there and run the rotating hook in that
Fuck all
shit with the
that
AK.
shit.
And the AR, you just go slip that bitch in and it goes in.
That's right.
Now, what a bit fucked up and funny to do is to go put ammo that says 308 and mark it with 5.56 and then throw the 5.56
God,
in the
dude,
video.
If you can't tell the difference between the two bullets, you shouldn't be shooting a gun.
Oh no, I'm saying we should have done that like before we left. You know? They're like,
Yeah.
Muhammad, grab the 5.56. Boom! What the fuck, Muhammad? I grabbed the bullet. There is no 5.56. Do not have Google.
It's kind of
We have no service
it's
here.
kind of funny. It's kind of funny because I was watching a video I came across it the other day of them over there trying to shoot mortars, dude. the big ass artillery guns, dude, not the mortars, but the big boom like that, dude. And it flipped over and squished the dude
Yeah, fuck
because
that.
they didn't Because they didn't have it tied to the.
Yeah,
They didn't have it
down.
anchored to the ground. Dude, so when he shot that fucking thing, the thing went, it went, boom, like that, and he flipped.
Yeah, I seen those.
It killed the guy.
They're like the crazy shit. You probably like wandered into YouTube and that stuff and seen those Ukraine footages of trench warfare. And dude, it's crazy, the marshes and that stuff, because what we gave them howitzers to use as well.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, boom! That shit would sink into the fucking ground. They'd have to dig it out and move it to somewhere else to shoot it again, because the sheer fucking force of that battery just getting plummeted into the ground that's
Fucking wild, man.
that is just a lot of fucking foresight. Honestly, that shit, that probably would have been one of the coolest fucking things.
Dude, probably one of the coolest guns I've ever seen shot was a Mark 19, man. And that's like an automatic grenade launcher, dude. When someone says point and shoot that fucking, dude, it devastates everything, dude. And I mean, it's like, boom, 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 boom. It just, dude, he's like, oh, shoot it over there. There's people over there in the bush. Dude, there ain't no fucking bush when it's done, dude. It leveled that whole area.
Yeah, see,
Probably the coolest gun I've ever seen, dude. When they tell you to point something out and they shoot that fucking thing, it's non-existent. There's nothing there no more, ever.
yeah, that was the only thing I was kind of sad about when we played Armor and that shit, that we didn't have. Like, dude, it's so weird that we're playing Armor, right? And there's that disconnect of like where our directions are, because playing in games, I can kind of like, like, hey, we're heading in this direction, people. All right, good. To my left. All right. I now need to focus to where you're looking at. You're giving me you're telling me to your left, right? Now I gotta focus back. Like, I was watching your sides, your flanks. You tell me to your left. All right, cool. Now I go back to forward, and then I look to my left. That's how I've always.
Yeah.
When I hear people say my left, but reality is I gotta like sprint around okay, you're looking that way now. Your left is no longer, it's actually my right would have been my fastest move. Yeah, I think that's just fucking sucks in that shit. When I was playing Arma and that stuff, I was really fucking, it's like when we played fucking Battlefield and that shit, you're like, hey, stop to the right over there, because we're both looking the same direction. I'm just panning over. Oh, yeah, that guy. About 230 meters.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit they need to fix on that game. I think there's a lot of stuff they need to do to fix a lot of games.
Because like the compass thing and that shit, like I didn't know how to get the fucking watch. The
I
compass
still
watch.
don't know how to do a lot of that shit, man.
I'm like, fuck.
I just go there and try to do. There's games where I get on there and I kill 30 people, and then there's times where I don't kill anybody. So it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
And you just try to make the best of the time with the people you're playing with and just have fun. That's I mean, me and Wall got on there. We had a fucking blast. We didn't kill that many people. We killed a few. And then we got shit on the whole time. It's great.
Oh yeah.
But we had good communication. Nobody was fucking running around saying a bunch of useless crap. It was great.
Hello, Ass. How you doing?
I guess it depends on.
How you go? Astolov. How you doing? It's being salty. We're just bantering. We're getting old. We're getting our rocking chairs. We're trying to start a podcast and that stuff. Yo, just
We'll
rocking
be
back
going
and
for
forth.
two and a half hours, man. I think we're about calling. Hey, thanks for the follow.
There you go. See. There you go. Everybody gets fucking followed. Everybody gets something. See. Bam. See.
Thank you for the follow, buddy. I wish I'd follow you back.
That's at least the nice thing about what I did is I made sure in that stuff I put your link into my pinned on Twitch for you, good sir. But yeah, later, probably after this, I'm gonna rest my eyes for a moment, and then I'm gonna play fucking Splinter Cell, the original OG.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here and rest for a few minutes, and then play Schedule 1 or a scary game, whatever Deb wants to do, I guess.
Nice. Well,
And then we'll figure this shit out more as we go, and appreciate the people that came in and hanged out, and we'll get our shit together and come up with a schedule and all that, and hopefully it will look better.
Yeah, I mean, like, just if you get a chance to and that stuff, ask your
Yeah.
what Zero, ask Zero and that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, hey, yo, what can we make out of this? How should we do the camera thing? Should we do Zoom? Should we do or is Discord fine enough?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll
And
get
that-
the fine tuning. It was a blast. We did it for 2 hours.
I got nothing to complain about.
What's
I don't think I got anybody besides Astro. Like, that's the thing is, like, she has a name there, and then like her name in Discord now is Bunny, but with the fancy Y's, and I don't know people's names. Tatsunuma, Tatsumi, Tatsuma.
Tatiani?
I don't know. I try to
She's
remember
in
people's
Discord?
names. Yeah,
What, this
She's
one that
cool.
was just in there?
yeah, no, she's cool with that stuff. She was like fucking yesterday and that stuff. Fucking watch some of her Arena Breakout mobile content and that stuff.
Oh, nice. Well, she just followed me, so thank you for that.
Yeah, and then we have also like the birds and that stuff. We gotta watch the bird video. She's like, I like this bird.
We'll be watching videos and trying to help people, and anybody who's trying to struggle with mental health or gym issues or need meal plans or need exercises or you need some type of plan to get you off the couch or feeling better about yourself or
Well, definitely, I would if that's something you want to push up, just make sure that stuff that when we do this next time, kind of coordinate with me and we kind of
Yeah.
get on the same page with that. Because I mean, if you got plans and that stuff, man, we just draw like a little diagram. It's gonna look like a pyramid, but don't believe in it. Okay,
yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
pyramid scheme. But if you get a friend,
No, just everybody's different, man. It's just everybody's I can help them calculate their macros so they're hitting it every day. I mean,
well, I think
You gotta have-
I
you
think
gotta
you think you have to just tell me the math.
I
Just
can
like
do
it.
it for you if you want. I just need your body weight and
I don't know. You gotta tell people
How
the
tall you
formula. You already know that stuff, man. People don't like chit chatting and chatting and stuff. Sometimes you just want to
well,
listen.
see, the cool thing about that is they got an app on the thing,
Yeah, see,
So-
there you go. There you
and
go.
it's free.
There you go.
So look, you put your. I'd like to, everybody should be doing it at least. If you're trying to lose weight or gain weight or put muscle on or whatever else you want to do is, get
The
your
world
fucking
is
shit
yours.
together, man. Let's go. You want to be a fucking beast in the gym, or you want to be some fucking bum sitting on the couch? It's up to you.
be savage, not average.
Yeah, fuck a couch.
Yeah, dude, I see you over there, man. You wanna get your ass above there.
You can come over there and spank your ass.
Oh shit! I mean, it is the weekend and that stuff. I mean, I don't see why not. Nah.
Yeah. That's how it all starts, man.
Mhm. Just one slap ass and good ass and that shit. Hey, don't worry about what was just said. Okay? When I get my OnlyFans and there's photos there and that shit and a video, I'll put the link up, but not today. Not today. We're working out the kinks and stuff like that. What was it like? Hey, he gets some, I get a little bit, and that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Not the butt stuff, but other stuff. Finances and all that fun stuff. Normal conversation between straight dudes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Normal conversation between two dudes. No. It's like what I said
Norm.
straight. Look, I said dudes.
Between two straight dudes. Absolutely.
Oh shit. Well, thank you so much for coming on through and that stuff. Salty, it was wonderful fucking having this experience with you and that shit. And just let me know.
Fuck yeah,
Keep
man.
me up to date.
Yeah, we'll
And
keep doing it.
if you guys don't know or don't remember, here you go. I'm gonna post something in
We will-
your chat too, because
Yeah.
I have it hotkeyed here and that stuff. But this is from my thing.
We will figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Let's see. Copy. Can I paste that? Oh my goodness! Bam! There you go. So, if you ever come to my stream and that stuff, call me Hurl and that stuff, and you're like, dude, what was that thing that Salty does? He has like his own
I
gym
think
wear.
I got the gym thing too. Look at
Oh,
that.
okay, hell yeah, there you go. See, bam. So anybody streaming that stuff, type in exclamation point gym and that stuff, and if they have the command propped up, there you go. You get some nice,
Yeah.
sexy fucking
Make
gym
sure you
wear.
Yeah, make sure you get your untainted gains, boy.
Right there. All right. Well, this is the end of it. I'll be on a little bit later and that stuff. And Salty, you said you're gonna be going playing some stuff maybe with the
I'll
Deb
be
or
playing
just
something. Yeah.
yeah. And I'll be playing some old school Splinter Cell. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all have yourself a good one. I shall see you guys on the next one. All right.
2 more days and Marky will get his sweatshirt. He said, "Let's go."
There you go. All right, Marky, you have yourself a good one too. I shall
I
catch you
appreciate
guys
you. I'll
later.
be back on in like a half hour. All right. Peace.
Peace. All right. Thank you. Astro, I gotta find another name. You got like 5 different names and that stuff. But I appreciate you for coming on by. Make sure in that stuff you do the best you can in school and that stuff. Don't be a fool. End up like me, and you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, this dude's special. But I thank you so much. All right. And if you happen to come by and that stuff later on today, when I play Splinter Cell, more than welcome to just sit there and backseat drive, talk to me how your day is. Yeah, even if you want to, and that stuff, talk about Arena Breakout Mobile. And did you know, okay, that Grimmy has his own creator code? Grimmy, bam, there you go. There's his old creator code. It's Grimmy666, and that stuff. You guys are welcome to use that. And if you see him online and that shit, tell Grimmy Twitch that I sent you, and I told you that to use his code, right? Well, I shall see you guys the next time, all right? Bye-bye.